Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, I'm reading the chat. This was a unplanned live, a surprise live. Let me turn my mic a little. Okay. Hi, 69 watchers. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Thanks for joining me. I know this was out of nowhere, just kind of out of the blue, but kids are being good today. Well, now that I'm like talking into a microphone, they're gonna hear me and they're gonna be all like, "What's mom doing upstairs?" Well, I told Sparrow. Griffin's too young to understand. I said I'm gonna be upstairs. I'm gonna do a live stream. You just hang out with your brother down here. They're like hanging out, playing Animal Crossing, doing their own thing. I'm like, I'm gonna live stream. Yeah, because like yesterday I put out that new video. And I don't know if YouTube is suppressing it because it's kind of like a, it's kind of like a heavy topic, or if people just like really super hate me, but like no one's watching it. So I'm like, all right, well this sucks. I guess I'll just go live. Yes, yeah. Animal Crossing is some of Sparrow's favorites. She's playing the Zelda game too, the new Zelda. What is it? Tears of the Kingdom or something? Yeah, she's playing that in Animal Crossing. I was gonna say something else. Oh. Okay, so tonight is when that oil show premieres, and usually I stream it Wednesday nights. So hopefully, I think I should be streaming it tomorrow night. But I got like the notification because they have it scheduled. It's about babies and kids. Yeah. So it's gonna be a heavy one, and we're gonna watch it tomorrow. Oh my god. I already know, like I saw the thumbnail, I'm like, this is gonna piss me and everyone else off. Like, but that's for tomorrow. Today, we're going to start day 3 out of 3 of the Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing Conference, which is also infuriating in a lot of ways. So, yellow. Thank you, Eclectic Mima, for watching it. You didn't know about the Sodom and Lot thing? The Sodom and Gomorrah story? I mean, I guess people who weren't, like, raised around the Bible wouldn't know it, really, but... Yeah, no, Nora, I'm not joking. I wish I was joking. But I am not. Anyway, so... let's get to it. Make sure you're liking the stream, friends. And let's go.
So I want to celebrate you because I wish I would have celebrated myself. I wish I would
This
have
is where
said
it starts.
out loud, I invested in growing. I'm going to learn how to tell my story. I wish I would have said it from the mountaintop. So for those of you who jump into either Impact
Her
or
suit looks way too
Influencers
big for her,
Bootcamp,
right?
this afternoon at lunch, we're just going to take a moment to celebrate you. Just because we deserve to be celebrated. So for those of you who are planning to be there, I'm excited to have you. Those of you who didn't know you were going to be celebrated, I'm excited to surprise you. Virtual, you will be there as well. Just a moment to...
So we kind of got thrown into the middle of this, but she's advertising that influencer boot camp that she's doing in September, which I'm pretty sure that's the event that's 15,000 mother freaking dollars. Pretty sure. And this is the second, like, she was advertising it on day 2 also. Like, ma'am, that is expensive. People, well, you know what? You are in a room of people who either want to pretend they're really rich or actually are really rich because they scammed enough people. But, like, that's a lot of money to drop on a conference. And here she is, just pushing it again. Woo!
Say congratulations and not ease over the finish line. And do it all so quietly. And for those of you who are considering coming in, come in now so you can just be celebrated. It doesn't matter. You already know you're coming in. Just
yeah, I don't
the
think the suit is supposed to look like that.
And celebrate you and high five you.
It's like not
and
fitted.
Give you what I wish someone...
Unless I'm just like really like not hip with the times when it comes to fashion, but Why is she acting like she's describing the 3 Mormon levels of heaven? Is this a religious sales pitch? Well, you see, there is a lot of there are a lot of similarities between religion and MLMs. So I guess it's really not that surprising.
Given me, I think in 16 years I
Boot
was
camps
never
for the boot camp,
high-fived
yep.
for an action I took. And I don't say that as a victim because I didn't high-five me. I didn't raise my hand to say, hey, I just invested in me. It was me that kept it a secret. So part of my coaching you is to do some things I did, but to also coach you to not do some things I did. And that's only being fair and transparent with you. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for where we get to go. I'm excited for the person you're becoming. I'm excited for the skin you'll shed and the skin that's anew.
Are we all snakes then? Because she did, like, this is the second time she's made a reference to, like, a snake-like animal in this conference. I think it was on day 1 when she, like, said something about snakes. Who knows? I think she said she was, like, a spineless, legless creature or something, and I was like, oh, wait, no, not spineless, because snakes have a spine. I don't know. She said something, and I was like, you're a snake? This person, you guys, is, oh, God, what is her name? Lisa Nichols. She is a motivational speaker who's been featured on Oprah, and now she is speaking at Eric Worre's wife's conference. Yeah, that's what's up. Thank you, Janet, for reminding people to lick the stream. I appreciate it.
I'm excited for the people that will watch you from the sidelines, who will never show up and will never be here, but because you were, they'll grow. I'm excited for that.
Right, or like lizard people,
so,
yeah.
On behalf.
Like, it's a freaking conspiracy theory that so many people think that, like, Hollywood's elite are all lizard people. Like, that's a real thing. Oh, they think it's a real thing. It's not actually. Like, lizard people don't exist. But I'm trying to think of what that, it's like Anu or something is like the god of supposedly the like he's like a reptilian overlord or something. I think that she's just Anu in a woman's suit is what's going on here.
Of everyone. And Tanya, are we going to break or are we going to lunch? I'm waiting for you to tell me on the screen. I love you. It's day 3, y'all. Okay, break.
It's a break.
She did that. Whisper it again to me.
It's a break. It's a break.
On day 3, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. What are we doing? Let's just dance. Yeah, let's just dance. How about we dance? So we're going to go to break, but before we go to break, I want you guys to stand up
let's
in your
just
homes.
Dance.
Will you turn some music on and let's just dance?
Oh, okay, here we go. They're just going to have a dance party here. Is that what's going on? Sweet. Yeah. Great. Look at all these people getting down. Yeah, the fireworks are going. That's what's up. Yeah, this dance party. You know what this dance party... Oh! You know what? This dance party is missing something. Please hold. I know exactly what this moment needs. If I can remember where I saved it to. Here we go. Ready? Oh, not that. Wait, where did it go? I'm trying to put on the circus music. And why is this screen so big? And why is this not playing? Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm gonna make this work. Oh, wait. Here we go. No. There we go. This is fitting, I think. Yes, girl, get it. This is so embarrassing. She's like filming herself. Yes. Oh, get down. What is the point of all this? Why are they doing this? They paid a bunch of money to be here and they're just dancing. Badly. All of them.
Oh, look at the chandelier.
How long is this gonna go on? Oh. Okay, alright. We're coming back. Ahem. I'm not gonna unmute her yet. I don't trust her. She's still dancing. I really could have left it going. Ma'am.
I made you high, nigga.
Okay, come on.
I love it.
Alright. I love
This
it.
girl is from concrete sidewalks, honking horns, and yellow taxi cabs. So that's my song. I'm a New Yorker.
First of all, her earrings are hideous. This is the second day she's worn them also. Listen. These people on here, like, all change clothes, like, 40 times. Like, every time they're on and off the stage, they change their clothes again. Except for Lisa Nichols for some reason. But, like, Marina Ori's doing it. We've seen this lady in multiple outfits. And she's supposed to be, like, one of the most powerful women in network marketing. So, like, are those the only earrings you brought? And why are they so huge and obnoxious? Please. Also, when it comes to New York, listen, I haven't been there since before COVID. The last time I was in Manhattan, like, as COVID was happening, like, the day before we were leaving to get on the airplane to go home, was when the first case of COVID hit Manhattan, so... that was scary. Anyway, the yellow taxi cab thing, like, there aren't really yellow taxi cabs in New York anymore. Maybe a little bit, but not like what it used to be. Everything's like taken over by Uber now. That's what I saw when I was there. Maybe things have changed again, but I'm pretty sure Uber is where it's at. Anyway, then there are pop-up earrings. Yeah, they look like paparazzi earrings for sure. That's what I'm thinking. How long is this conference? It's 3 days, and this is part 1 of day 3. So we're nearing the end. And also, someone was asking me if I could do like a highlights video of all of these. How many lives have I done on this conference so far? Like 7? I have to sit through hours of stuff to put together a highlight reel, but I should, because there is so much stuff here. And I understand that, like, so many people can't just, like, sit through hours and hours of this. I get that. So, yeah, I'll probably make a highlight reel. Seems necessary at this point, but okay. Anyway, no more circus music. Let's go.
I love it. Thank you for that. So how was this morning so far? Come on, y'all. Winners never quit. Winners, come on, do it with me.
What are we doing? What is this?
I love it. I love it. Yes, that was so
Hey,
good.
TC.
And so we are going to hear from some beautiful speakers in the
Thank you,
network
Cookie Pop.
marketing
That's so
industry.
nice.
How many of you are ready for more tips, more nuggets to take home?
More
and
tits
put
and nuggets?
into-
My Red Bull almost just came out my nose because I was laughing. More tits and poop nuggets is what we're about to get here.
Action. How many of you learned that putting it into action cures everything? Action cures everything. Yes, in chat, Edith is saying incredible.
Action cures everything. That's cute. I know there are plenty of things on this planet that can't be cured by anything. I mean, maybe they can be cured. We just haven't figured it out yet. And taking action upon those things is not always going to cure it. Not to be dark, but look at Jessie Lee Ward. Come on. Kangen water didn't cure her, so.
So the next speaker I'd like to introduce is Ina Semina. She's a
No,
big
it's tits and
network
nuggets.
marketing person because she believes that
Tits and nuggets.
it allows people to live
That sounds like a
life
party.
where there's no need to choose between family and career, health and money, or their professional and personal life.
There are like countries, like well-developed countries on this planet whose people naturally don't have to choose between health and money because their health care is universal. So, but that's America for you. We're all sitting here trying to figure out if our health or our bank account is more important. Yeah, so like I think, I don't know if I mentioned this live yet. I don't know, but my husband is most likely going to be taking a new job. But that means that we're gonna lose our health insurance and we have to go to the healthcare marketplace, the Obamacare marketplace, the Affordable Care Act. And let me tell you, I don't know what's supposed to be affordable about that shit, because it is not. Even just like a basic ass insurance policy through healthcare.gov or something like that, whatever that website is, like just one that's like even slightly worth the cost, that like will probably keep you from bankrupting your entire family if you get sick. Thank you, Christina, for becoming a member. Yeah, we're talking like $700 a month for my whole family. Yeah. The good thing is that if my husband takes this job, the pay raise is substantial. So I think he is taking it. So, but it's stressful to like even just like trying to think about how we're going to pay for our health insurance and stuff. And like a lot of those policies, even the ones that are like $600 or $700 a month, like they don't cover, or like you're still paying $1,000 copay for an emergency room visit or something. Like, it's wild. If you make too much for them to subsidize, it's prohibitively expensive. It's wild. Because right now, the health insurance we get through my husband's work, like, we don't pay anything for it. I just have to, even as his spouse, I just have to go to my doctor once a year and get, like, a checkup and stuff. Tanya, thank you for being a wave maker for 3 months. Thanks for everything you do, friend. Yeah. So I just go get like a yearly checkup, and then we don't pay anything. Like, it doesn't come out of my husband's paycheck or like nothing. Like, the company he works for covers it, which is really great. And it's not a deductible plan, but like it was like our maximum out of pocket is like $3,800 for a year or something, which is pretty good, because like now I'm on the healthcare website and they're like maximum out of pocket $18,000, and it's like, the fuck, who has money like that? I just, yeah, $1,000 a month. Luckily, we qualify for state, and it's like $100. But I think health insurance, I mean, insurance in general is a scam. Qualified for state, I have to look into that, because I don't know if Arizona, like, oh, I mean, you mean like Medicare or something, or Medicaid or whatever it is? Yeah, Medicaid. Medicare is for older people, right? Oh, Janet, thank you for renewing your membership too. Yeah, the health insurance thing here is absolutely a mindfuck. It's very, very sad that we are all out here basically like, because we don't have to have health insurance anymore, I don't think. Like, for when Obama was in office, he made it so like you would have to pay a penalty on your taxes if you didn't have health insurance. I don't know if that's a thing anymore, but it's like, but if you don't have health insurance and something happens, you're fucked. Absolutely fucked. So, like, you kind of have to have it. And the cheapest that we can get, the cheapest, and that's like annual out of pocket $18,000 freaking dollars, and that's our deductible. $18,000 is the deductible, bitch. Like, what? Yeah, like, that's like almost $400 a month for that. For my whole family. Still, though, that's wild. Wild. So for her to be like, yeah, hey, you don't have to choose between your health and your paycheck or your money. It's like, I mean, yeah, well, this is taking place in America, but there are people watching this conference from all over the world who already don't have to put those things against each other, you know? But here in this situation, my husband's going to go get a new job with a good pay raise, but a good chunk of that pay raise is going to go to us buying health insurance. Like, it's what? Yeah, $18,000, Chelsea. I'm telling you, that was like the lowest one you could get for like $370 a month or something. Isn't that wild? Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent. I hate hearing people say this, like say it like it's a necessity, that like this is just how life is. It's like, yeah, that's life in America, I guess. And like, you say that out loud and it sounds so fucking shitty that people have to choose between bankruptcy and being like receiving care from a hospital. Wild.
Because everything can be combined into one. 6 years ago, she started a network marketing project in Slovakia and Czech markets with a 7-week-old baby in her arms.
She's frozen. Time freedom? Who? You have a 7-week-old baby and you're like, okay, Pippi, you gotta get off me. You have a 7-week-old baby and you're like, I think I'm gonna start a new business. What are you doing? Hey, ma'am. Like, can you just, like, chill? Like, chill out. She did say Slovakia, and I don't know what their, like, public health insurance and, like, maternity leave stuff is. Janet, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. More Pop-Tarts in the chat, y'all. Woo! Yeah, but where's the time freedom? What why did she think that it was necessary to start a new business with an not even an 8-week-old baby? Dude, 7 weeks old. Huh?
Of the Network Marketing Pros Accelerator Program, a member of the Next Level Mastermind. So without further ado, please welcome to the big stage, Ina Semina.
Enough with the dancing. Oh, this guy with the camera. Zoom, 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 zoom. Boom, boom, boom. Get that booty shot. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, girl. Let's get that dance party going. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Ma'am. Ma'am, please. This hurts. It hurts.
Hi, guys. How are you today? What an energy in the morning, right? And actually, I was standing there and I was thinking myself, what a happy person I am. Like, actually, at the moment right now, I really have everything. I'm still young.
You don't need to brag.
I'm healthy. I have 2 beautiful children. The smallest one is only 3 months old, and she's right now with us here today. I have an amazing partner who loves me so much, and I love him as well. I do what I really love.
You're just gonna get up here and just brag? This isn't even humble bragging. This is just like, what's up, everybody? Let me tell you about all the great stuff I have in my life. And then what? She's gonna yell at us and tell us we're not doing enough? Jeez.
I'm passionate about network marketing. I really know that it's a better way for everybody, and I don't have problem to introduce it to anyone, just say it to anyone. I love train people, I love recruit, I love to being on stage. I'm absolutely 100% fulfilled.
Who loves recruiting people? Like, what? Also, we got 3 people in a row whose cameras are pointing at their ceiling. You guys, and then Teresa, Joanna, dude, these people aren't even here. Why even turn your webcam on if everyone can see that you just, like, got up and walked away? Why are you here? Why did you allegedly or supposedly pay the amount of money that you probably did pay to be here? Why did you do that? You're not even here. You're not even listening.
But was it always like this? Was it always like this? Of course, no. I was born in USSR. The country doesn't exist anymore. When I was 10, my parents moved to Czechoslovakia.
I hate her jacket.
After 1 year,
It's
the
bad.
country separated, so country doesn't exist anymore either. What basically child needs, moms, what the child needs? Love of parents, security, and of course, eat, drink, etc. I was having love of parents so much, but when you move and move and move, how you can feel secure? Where is your place? Where are you home? Where is it? And actually, this unsecureness and becoming always to go always in new stuff actually trained me well, because I understood that unknown is actually path where you can grow. It's something where you can have something new in your life, new level.
What is she talking
maybe
about?
New money, new relationships, something.
I'm having a really hard time following this.
And happened like this that 6 years ago, when my kid was only 7 weeks old, we started new business, new company, which wasn't on our market, and actually there was nothing. No translation, no certificates, no customer service, anything. Was we scared? Oh my God, so much. Weren't we sure that's gonna work? No. But I knew if I want a new level of life, I need to go for something new. Because the only thing which is really, really stable, that's the only stable thing in life is change.
Huh? Stop. Stop. Those words, listen, I know that English is her second language, but I think she knows exactly what she's saying / doing here, and she's gotta know that, like, changing things is like the opposite of stability, right? Like, when you're well, I mean, I guess you can, like, roll with the punches if you're stable or whatever, and then it can knock you down, but it's like stability. She's like, the only stable thing in your life is changes. What, the things are gonna change? That's like, that means you're not stable. Like, I think she's just, like, trying to be clever or whatever with her word choice, but I'm like, that didn't make sense. That made actually no sense at all. Now, the only guaranteed things in life are taxes and disappointment and death. Yeah, we're all gonna die, so the only consistent thing is change. Oh, is that what she said? I thought she said stable. Oh, I don't know. The only constant is change, right? Yeah, no, I don't. I feel like that definitely didn't hit me the way I think she wanted it to. But the only cat in my life is my dog. Oh, what a sad existence.
Are you agree with me? Guys in the chat, are you agree with me? Change is the only thing what it's really stable. And we can do it both way. Or
yeah, like constant would have made more sense. But yeah, she just said change is the only thing that's stable. That makes no sense.
hate the change and let the life as a river take us, but then we cannot swim the right direction. But if you decide to be change in your life, those are the way when you can achieve something new, something more. It doesn't matter what is it, health, relationship, timeline. Maybe you can speak better English, or maybe you can speak some other languages, or maybe you want to open new markets. Everything is possible, but it's gonna be new. So if we are talking right now today about leadership, and I know each one of you, dear ladies and guys, we are leaders. Doesn't matter if you are starting just yesterday or you are having big team. If you have impact on someone, and you have impact because we are talking to the people, because we are on social media, people see us. If you want to impact on the people, we are leaders, and we are leaders. So my question to you guys:
we are leaders, and we are leaders.
Do tomorrow new? What you gonna do today new? What are you so afraid of? Because if you don't do anything new, you will be exactly where you are. And I believe if we are here today, it means you're gonna move somewhere else. Who wanna move further? Let me chat. I wanna see the chat. I see you guys. Exactly. If you wanna change in our life, we need to step to unknown. So the one thing what I'm teaching people and myself every day, let's do not be afraid of something new. This is the only way how we can get for something more. And I want to give you a little second. Write down one thing. What new? What you're afraid you're going to do it
a
today,
little second as
maybe tomorrow.
opposed to a large second?
Right away. Write it down. I want you leave the space with some
Yeah, I'm having a really
knowledge.
hard time following it also.
So unknown is the new
that lady just has an entire gallon of water.
Second very important thing for us.
I mean,
female
good for
in
her.
This position, and what I'm literally teaching myself and then other people. And
I feel like that jacket wouldn't be so bad if she had it like cinched up the way it's supposed to be. Probably, right? Because otherwise it's like, what is that? Ugh.
it's to that we don't need to tear ourselves in different roles, because we are women. Many of us are mothers, many of us are grandmothers, many of us are partners. And I remember
like
when we started the
partners.
business with
Am I right?
7-week-old baby, I was trying to do the best of everything, but I was just
Yes, thank you. Please
divided
like the
myself
stream.
apart of myself, because I was trying to be mom, I was trying building the team, I was trying to recruit, I was also translating, I was trying to make some systems, and also, where is me? And there was also my partner who wanted to part of
She
me.
has a
and I
hideous
wanted to part of
skirt,
me.
too?
And I just feel
Man.
myself that I was just
I wasn't paying
apart.
attention to that.
And I remember I calling to one of my mentors and telling her, what should I do? I just feel so exhausted.
What? That's not a skirt, my guy. That's a dress. And also, what does that look like? Like, it looks like a balloon, but not, I don't know, like a weather balloon or something. Like, I feel like that's not flattering at all. What is she wearing? Listen, like, maybe I'll never understand the fashion of these rich people. I'll never be able to afford Gucci, okay? But what in the fuck is that? I'm sorry. Yeah, a trash bag that cinches at the top, but she has it on upside down. You're right. That is absolutely what it looks like she's wearing. It's got the little strings and the cinches. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to fashion. Maybe I need to watch more Project Runway. I think her heels are cute, right? But that dress and that jacket, what is happening? It's called a bubble dress. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. And if that is supposed to be fashion, if that is coming our way in the year of our Lord 2023, I don't want anything to do with that. You wouldn't catch me dead wearing that shit.
Supposed to be happy. I have new business, I have new baby, I have beautiful, I'm supposed to be happy, but I'm just so exhausted. And she gave me assignment. She gave me assignment for 7 days. Write down everything, what I do, minute by minute, literally. If I'm breastfeeding, write it down. Going on toilet, write it down. Answering on WhatsApp, write it down. Having meetings, write it down. Everything, write down.
That was kind of bars there
I'm
for a
coming
second.
after 1 week, showing her my notes. That was one big mess. Because in the same time, I feel myself that I'm breastfeeding, cooking dinner, answering on voice messages, and trying to do something. And I was like, how? How can I put it on a system? And then just I realized, it's me, and everything comes to me. I don't need to divide me here and there and here and there. I'm me. And
But like, especially when you have like a new baby, like, I'm sorry, but it's just not, you can't like plan things. It's like you're living like expecting the unexpected at all times. You might think your baby's going down for a nap. Nope. Baby's down for 5 minutes and the baby's like, time to do stuff with me again, Mom. No time for you. How can you try to be organizing your life when you have a new baby? And then in that case, like, I don't know. Oh, hey, Summertime 99, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it so much. But like, I feel like the whole point of like being on maternity leave and stuff is not to get your life together. Doesn't matter what country you live in. Doesn't matter if you're getting paid for it or not. You have a new baby. You need to roll with the punches, baby. Like, you cannot... people who try to, like, I'm going to use this time to get my life together. No! What you're supposed to be doing is using that time to take care of a brand new human and then like also sleep. That's a hard thing to do. Taking care of a human and also sleep, very hard to do. That's like the point of maternity leave. So you have time to like do all these things and also like heal your body too, because you either just had like invasive, like major surgery, or you pushed a watermelon out of your hoo-ha. So come on. She's just like, I'm just writing everything down. I'm just like trying to make a system out of this. Why? You can't. The unpredictability of having a brand new baby, you can't do it. I'm sorry, you just can't. Anyway.
I am a mom. I am a business partner. I am a partner. I am a woman. I don't need to tear myself
What is she, a crab?
apart. New era of business, it's one big flow. That's why I decide I don't want to divide business from the family, from the partnership, from myself. I just want to be in lifestyle. And it doesn't matter, guys, if you are part-time, full-time, amazing about this profession is that this is
Hi,
not
Harper,
a
thank you.
job. It's a lifestyle. When I understood that, everything starts to just putting...
Right, Nia. Oh my God. She told her mentor she was exhausted and she gave her more work. Exactly. What a douchebag of a mentor. You just had a baby. What your mentor should have said was, hey, your business can wait. You go be a mom. You have a brand new baby, go be a mom. It'll be here when you come back. Like your business, your MLM will be here when you get back. So just take a moment, like chill out. That's the compassionate thing to do, but no, you can't do that if you're an MLM. If you are in a network marketing business, if you are in an MLM, you don't get time off. You don't get time freedom. They preach you get time freedom, but meanwhile, she's over here like, I started a new business with a 7-week-old baby. That's not time freedom. Time freedom would be, I got to spend, I don't know, however many months just being a new mother. That's time freedom. Instead, she's like, I just like was right. I was trying to like make a new system and trying to do all these things. It's like you can't do that. I'm sorry. Like your kid, if anything, your brand new baby needs you. So like just don't even try. I'm sorry.
on itself right now. That's why right now we are here.
Oh,
I'm
Christina,
here with my
congratulations, first of all. I hope the birth goes well. Yeah, in a few days, I wonder, are you like scheduled? You know like when things are going to go down? Because, yep, the only and best advice that I can give anybody who is going to be a mother or parent, I guess, for the first time, is that you're going to drive yourself crazy if you're trying to take control of anything. You got to roll with the punches. Things are going to happen. You're not going to be able to do the things you want to do. You can't make plans. You just can't. I mean, when I say plans, you can't be like, I'm going to make dinner at 5 o'clock. I'm going to work out at 6 o'clock. Like, you can't do that. Because baby is number one. Everything stops when baby needs help. And you have to be okay with that. Like, it's a new lifestyle. And that's that. That's why it's, like, so hard. As a YouTuber, it's so hard. No, but, like, with my kids and stuff, like, they're being great today. That's why I'm able to stream with you guys right now. Like, because they're just downstairs hanging out together. But Griffin is 2.5 now. So, like, he's old enough to, like, hang out with his sisters. Sparrow's not in school anymore. It's summer break. So, like, they can manage themselves. If Sparrow wasn't here, there's no way I'd be able to do this right now. But, like, it's been 2.5 years. And he's only just now kind of starting to be a little more independent. So, yeah. So good luck. Motherhood is a wonderful thing, but dear God, don't try to take control of it, because baby now controls you.
partner and with a 3-month-old baby. And we flew here 10,000 kilometers because I wanted to be here. I wanted to tell you that you can have everything.
Okay, but this is so stupid because, sorry, like I'm pausing so much, but like, she's like, didn't she say she has a 3-month old baby right now, or was it 3 week? I don't know, 3 something. She's just like, I flew 10,000 kilometers to be here because I wanted to be here. This is a virtual event. There's been plenty of speakers who have been virtual. Like, ma'am, you have a new baby. Calm down. Chill out.
I wanted to tell you that you don't need divided your life on different roles. You just be you, and it's enough. And everything comes to you. Your people comes to you. Your time for yourself comes to you.
Oh, Christina, it sounds like you're about ready to go.
And your children must see what you do.
Yeah, when I... Oh, thank you, my bye, for the 10 gifted memberships. Yeah, when I appreciate it so much. Sorry, like 3 thoughts are in my head right now. When I had Sparrow, when I went to the hospital, because I was... like having contractions and stuff. When I got there, I was only 2 centimeters. You're already 3. Like, it could happen any time for you. You're probably already in like pre-labor. You just don't notice it. Time your contractions. If you don't have an app, I think I used to use Baby Center, and it has like a little like contraction timer, and you can keep track of all that. Even if it like doesn't hurt, if you just feel the little squeezing, like, or feel a little something that seems to be coming like over and over again, like in a consecutively, you know, time that shit. Time it, dude, because like with Griffin, I started getting those and they didn't hurt, but I was like, it's very consistent. And then like within a few hours, I was like, so keep track of that stuff.
How amazing you are. They must see
More
what
Pop-Tarts
you do,
in the
so
chat
bring
also.
him next time for the event. Bring the partner for events. He can go to...
You bring the partner for events? It costs, didn't it? She says like not even a full sentence, and I'm like, ah! So the other, one of the other most powerful women of network marketing conferences, it said like, okay, so it's, what was it, like $4,000 or $5,000 or something for you to go. But if you bring your partner, you get that for 50% off. You still have to pay for them to come here, and it's expensive as balls, dude. She's like, bring your partner. I can hardly afford for myself to go. Ooh, I just noticed you can see my bruise. I got my COVID booster like a week ago, and it's still like super bruised. But I didn't really realize that like there are bivalent boosters out. They came out like 8 months ago. That they cover like Omicron and the Delta variant and like all the new variants and stuff. So if you haven't gotten that, you should probably get that. I didn't really know like that whole, I don't know. I just knew it had been 18 months since I got a shot, and I was like, I should probably go. And yeah, so I got my little bruise to show it. Dude, it sucked too, because for like 2 days my muscles were like jello. I couldn't move. But it's worth it to, you know, not die on a ventilator. So, yep, get your shots, people. Thanks.
With, you know, stroller is English, yeah? She can go out, but you're...
She's frozen. I didn't do this. Hello, ma'am, are you okay?
Amazing communities this is. This is what very important.
Miss Spring, thank you
So
for
this is
gifting
lesson-
5 new Pop-Tarts in the chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. More Pop-Tarts in the chat. We're going to get all the little Pop-Tart heads all over the chat. I love it.
Number 2.
Thank you.
Don't divide your roles. Be one, and everything comes to you. Okay, this is very interesting, what I want to talk next, because many people think
Yes,
that
Sarah, you're
when
correct.
they start, they should receive a lot. But I'm aware of this, that when you want to receive something, first you need to give. And I want to tell you one story. It was 2000.
2000 what? Oh no, we're never gonna know.
GoPro
Okay.
book came up. Of course, I was one of the first one who was buying this book, because I knew Eric.
Yeah, pretty much
from
everyone's got a
previous
Pop-Tart
business,
now.
and he came
Woohoo!
out with this amazing book, so I bought it. Of course, I signed up for him for, I don't know, Facebook or YouTube. Instagram wasn't there yet. And he was having some free promotion for some courses. I signed up. And we are coming there, and on this lesson, what he was giving for free, he was actually selling recording by the end of the lessons, recording from one of the first GoPro offline. That was CDs, audio CDs. They costed
Julia,
$300
welcome
for me, crazy
to membership
money.
land.
So I put out credit card and I put it on 3 payments. Those CDs are coming to Europe.
You know what? They really super need to stop, like, making this a thing. They need to stop, like, encouraging people to take out credit cards and pay for these conferences with a credit card. Put yourself into debt so you can come to this conference where I will scold you, we will dance way too much, and also we're all just gonna soak in each other's trauma, and we're gonna dump our own trauma on everyone else. That will be $5,000, please. Thank you. Money, please. Come on. Stop. It is very bad financial advice, and I'm not a financial expert. I do know that, like, obviously, like, if you have a credit card and you use it responsibly and you pay it off every month, I am not someone who followed that, and now I'm in a world of credit card debt. Who knows when I'll be able to pay it off? But that was my fault, because, you know, sometimes life just gets ahead of you, and credit cards are very dangerous in that way. But if you're doing it responsibly, sure. What you shouldn't be doing is taking out lines of credit to go to shit like this. Are you serious? Huh? Poor Kay.
Slovakia. I'm having this all Honda Civic, 20 years old Honda.
Hang on, I need to,
When
like,
you don't
turn
have
my
IC,
air
when
conditioning
you
at me
turn
because it's
the
getting
window
hot.
like this with your hands, and I'm sitting in the car, and while I was driving to work or somewhere for 1 year, I was listening to CDs from GoPro. And I was thinking myself, oh my God, what amazing speakers,
We're
what
hitting
amazing
triple digits in
inspirations.
Phoenix finally.
And
so.
there was also like, this is
It's
impossible.
hot.
There's something like go on Mars. To me was by that time possibility to speak on stage, on GoPro. It was easier like a fly on Mars. It was absolutely nonsense.
A fly
and then
on
there was
Mars?
one lady who was
Did she misspeak, being like it was like easier to go to Mars, like to fly to Mars, or is she talking about like a house fly on Mars? Like, I don't want to make fun of her English or anything, but like that's just, I really don't understand what she's saying. And thank you for joining for our memberships here. That's what's up. Thank you. Janet, you just got yourself in credit card debt and thinking of trying to consolidate. Yeah, I've done that a few times. And if you can come up with a plan to where you can responsibly, you for sure can like pay that off and stuff, that's great. Good for you. I've done it I think twice, and it's like every time like it gets to the end of the payment cycle where I'm like, I had it planned to have this paid off by now, but I didn't. It's like, even if it's like 18 months, dude, like credit card debt's really hard to get rid of. It really is. Yeah. So that I do know that helps a lot of people. So I hope it helps you. Maybe it did help me, but it didn't. I still had credit card debt by the end of the 0% APR period. So just be careful with credit cards in general. Just be careful, please. They're dangerous. They're a scam. They really are.
speaking too. She was
Pour
saying that she was
some
born in
trauma
Soviet
on
Union.
me.
I was like, okay, like me. And she was speaking English with this horrible Russian accent by that time. And I was like, wow, if she was born like me in Soviet Union, right, she's on stage, she speaks English with the
Kelly,
accent.
thank you for the super
What
sticker.
an
I appreciate it.
inspiration. Maybe I can be there as well once. But guys, literally, and this lady was actually Marina Worry.
Whoa.
And so,
Did she just insult Marina Worry? First of all, is she Russian? Because this lady was just saying, like, oh yeah, there was this lady on the stage and she had a horrible Russian accent, and turns out it was Marina Worry. It's like, that's pretty rude. Hey, this lady gave you a platform. She's letting you speak at her conference, and you're gonna talk shit about her accent. Also, I don't really think that Marina Worry's accent is that bad. It's quite understandable. So I know she's like trying to be funny, but like that's kind of rude. It's almost like making like little pokey jabs at your boss, you know?
thank you, Marina, for make me believe that if somebody with the accent who was born in the country who doesn't exist anymore
Yeah,
can
Janet.
actually succeed in this business.
That's generally how it goes.
And imagine that. Of course, I was thinking myself, it would be great, but of course, like, oh my God, never happened. Of course, never happened. It's impossible. And I'm on Next Level Mastermind. 2 months ago, we are having a regular Zoom call with Eric, and Marina jumps on the call and saying that, guys, listen, we are doing this event. Of course, you know about it. I was like, yes, of course. And we want to this time give it for free. And we want to invite you to be ambassadors to promote in all countries, and et cetera, et cetera.
I feel
To
like
me,
she's
it was
not
like,
saying
wow.
anything.
This is opportunity. But there was one but. I have
There was one but?
structures. My business partner, in Slovakia, in Czech Republic. I know many people from network marketing from Poland. And usually those people don't speak very much English. So it doesn't matter if you promote the event. There is no chance that they go in it for free because they don't
Like,
have,
why is she
they don't
here?
have possibility to understand what's going on here. Plus 90 hours time.
To me, like, out of all the speakers we've watched so far, I feel like she is the least, what's the word I'm looking for? Engaging, I guess. And I don't think it's because of, like, the language barrier. I think it's literally because she's, like, she got on stage. The first thing she did when she got on stage was brag about how great her life is. And now she's up here making fun of Marina Worry. Let's see, what else has she said this whole time? If you're a new parent, you can start your own business while your baby is 7 weeks old. Just write everything down and take control of everything. And, you know, that's impossible. She's just giving bad advice. And then a lot of the words she's saying is a lot of, like, actually word salad that's been tossed to shit, so none of us even know what she's talking about. Why is she here? Like, they had enough money to hire Lisa Nichols to get up here and speak at this conference. You couldn't get anyone better than that. Like, I'm sorry, but this woman is not an engaging speaker. She's boring as shit. So, like, why is she here?
Difference, etc., etc. It's right now, I don't know what time. It's like 9 p.m. in my country. So when you go, it can finish
Oh yeah,
3
she's
a.m.
not
It's like,
she's not doing like a call and response thing. Yeah, so it's just not engaging. You're right.
invite somebody almost impossible, and then I come up with the idea. What if we give people opportunity? What if we give people opportunity to listen the conference with translation? But Marina doesn't provide translation. How we should do it? And I would like to thank you so much to my business partner, David Zbojek, because he had experience with translation. And I just called him and said, listen, I want to give value to my teams. I want people to be here. I want to give value to my teams so they can experience this amazing event. Can you help me with technician support? I cover up everything. It's okay. And then we decided that if already we're going to do it for my team, then we can invite actually anyone from the market, any.
She's so uninspiring that how many people are up here? 6? Half of the people aren't even at they're not even listening. They're not even here. They have their cameras turned on, but no one's there. The lights are on. No one's home. They're like, this woman, I can't with this anymore. Either that or Helena, how do you say that name? I've always wondered. There's the MCR song called Helena. And I never knew how to say it. Long ago. What are the words to that song? Oh my god, I've like forgotten. I need to listen to more MCR. I think Helena and Florence here have turned into ceiling fans at this point. They've given up on life and they're like, you know what? This conference has inspired me to go after my true potential and my true life goal, which is to be a ceiling fan. And that's what Helena and Florence did. So, yep.
Companies. And you know what? We were crazy. We were
the
going, like,
watermelon
nuts for
lady!
2
I
weeks.
forgot
We
about
didn't
that.
sleep.
That's funny.
We called up the leaders. I was calling cross lines. I was calling the different companies into the leaders. I said them, listen, it's an opportunity. Do you want to come for free event and for with translation? So we So, thank you guys, you're here. And thank you guys in the camera, Slovak, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland market, thank you, are here.
Why is she shouting that?
And,
You have a microphone, you don't have to shout.
and look what is going on.
True, Beth, you're
You
right.
give value, and it comes back to you. We invited so many people, so I won the competition and I can be here on stage. We helped Marina and Eric to promote events in the countries where they probably nobody would see the event. And they giving me value back. When you give the value, you become a brand. When you become a brand, people would like to connect with you.
Is that it? That's all it takes to be a brand?
And then
My
you
brand!
can be branded by somebody else. And lessons out of it is, guys, we have so many enemies out there who think that network
Hey,
marketing
Austin,
is
what's
not
up?
worth it.
I'm glad
we
you made
shouldn't
it.
fight about whose company is better. We shouldn't fight which product is better. Everyone will find what they need. But we are one community. Let's power up. It's very important.
Do people
Thank
know why
you.
they're clapping at this point? Because I don't.
Lesson and today, last lesson, what I want to give it to you, it's these 4 roles to me very important in network marketing, what the real leader
The SEPI
should
model.
literally do day by day in their life. First of all, be a
Inspirator? Inspirator? Is that a word? I'm gonna look it up right now. Because, like, yeah, I guess what would you call an inspiring person? Inspirator. An inspirer, one who inspires. Oh, look at that. That is a real word. Wait, well, that's according to Wiktionary. Hold on. Let me see if it's, like, in the actual... this is interesting, and also this makes a lot of sense, like, medically, I guess. An inspirator is a device similar to a venturi tube and an orifice plate, which mixes a fuel gas with atmospheric air into a precise ratio to regulate burn characteristics. Only the pressure of the fuel gas is used to draw in and mix the air. Okay, maybe it wouldn't be, like, medical then. I don't know. See, but that makes sense, like, inhale. I don't know. Merriam-Webster. Yeah, okay. Merriam-Webster says that an inspirator is one that inspires. I have never heard this word used before. Am I the only one? You couldn't just say inspiration? Well, I guess it wouldn't make sense because these are all, like, nouns, and then, like, well, I guess inspiration is a noun also, but these are, like, proper nouns. Like, these are people. Proper, you wouldn't call them proper nouns, right? They're just like people. You can be a student, you can be a promoter, you can be an educator, but you can't be well, no, you know what? You can be an inspiration. You're right. I should have just said inspiration. It would have saved a lot of confusion for those of us who aren't very good at speaking our native language, which is English. And I fall under that category. I can hardly speak this damn language.
student. Be a student, invest in yourself. And I tell you one thing, that if you already can afford the event is not for you. You over it. If you cannot.
Hold on. Did she just say, okay, did I mishear this? Did she just say if you can't afford the event is not for you? That's very, like, classist, dude. Also, you have so you have your uplines, and they're all rich enough to afford these events, right? Like, they go there, and then, like, what, you're not allowed to, like, ask them about it? Like, what happens if you show up and you're just like, hey, upline, like, I feel like I want to learn more. I would like to go to this conference. And they're like, sorry, you're not rich enough. Let me just pass on some notes for you. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like the way she said that at all. Right. It is messed up. And it's like, But meanwhile, those same uplines are going to be like, you have to be here. You got to be here. If you're committed to your business, you need to be here. You need to take out your credit cards. She literally just got done saying, like, using herself as an example, being like, oh, well, when I was a broke ass bitch, I used to just take credit cards out. And I would put all my stuff on 3 different credit cards. Yo. That's not good advice. But meanwhile, now she's like, no, even if you can't take out credit cards, like if you can't afford it, if you can't take out enough credit cards to be able to pay for this conference, then it's not for you. Rude. Because meanwhile, it's like, well, my upline's been telling me how great it is, and if I am taking it seriously, then I need to pay for it, but I can't afford it. So is it for me or is it not for me? The hustle culture in this industry is just so wild.
Can't afford the event and you feel like,
Is this going to be on the test?
you know, I'm gonna pay and I'm not gonna eat for 3 days. This is right event for you.
Wait. Okay, hold on. I need to rewind what the fuck she just said. I need to hear this all in context. Because it sounds to me like she just said that this is the event for you if it's going to cost you so much money that you're not going to be able to eat for 3 days. Did I mishear that?
Student.
Oh, I'm turning it up. Sorry.
Be a student, invest in yourself. And I tell you one thing, that if you already can afford the event is not for you. You over it.
Oh, wait. Was she saying if you can afford the event, then this isn't for you? Is that what she said? Because now she's suggesting that don't go to events that you, oh my God, don't go to events that you can afford, because that's too low level for you. If you need to take out a credit card to be able to pay for this, then it's for you. If you have to put yourself into debt, that's even somehow it's worse. If you have to put yourself into debt to come to this conference, then yeah, it's for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, she says more in a second. Yeah, holy shit. That's even worse than what I thought the first time.
If you cannot afford the event and you feel like, you know, I'm gonna pay and I'm not gonna eat for 3 days, this is right event for you.
Holy shit. If you're not going hungry to be able to go to an event, then it's not the right event for you. If you're not starving yourself in order to afford a ticket to this event, you're already... Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm flabbergasted. Like, who says this shit? If you want to come to this event, you better make sure that when you pay for it, it means that you're not going to be able to eat for 3 days. What? Oh my God. Starve yourself for an MLM. Yeah, it does track. Yeah, you know what? It wouldn't be the first time they said this. Wow. Wow. Right. Yeah, Kelly, it's just like when Huns say, if you can't afford this starter kit, that's why you need it. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what it is. Gonna need a lot more than 3 days worth of groceries to afford it, though, right? Like, even with the grocery prices the way they are right now, like, take freaking Lisa Nichols' September event that she's bragging about and trying to sell tickets to. They're $15,000. Yeah, that... If I was being forced to come up with $15,000 right now, first of all, I couldn't. Like, even with all my credit cards and shit, there's no fucking way I could. Like, I do not have $15,000 at all. So, yeah, even if I could manage to hustle enough to scrape it all up, max out all my credit cards, whatever I gotta do, it's not just 3 days I'm not gonna be eating. We're talking, like that's gonna put me into debt for a long-ass time. $15,000, Lisa. Okay. I guess that's the event for me. That's why I need it. And then what? You're going to go to it and have like 15 dance parties every 10 minutes. And like, that's all this is. You're going to have to listen to people's trauma and dance a lot. I don't know. It's like she's comparing herself to a starving artist. Sure, except instead of being an artist, you're just a fucking scammer. Holy shit. Yeah, wow. Okay. Also, thank you, Rebecca, for reminding people to like the stream. Yeah, and set your chat to live mode. Live chat. So if you go up to the top of the screen, or of the chat, you'll see a little drop-down menu. Usually it defaults to top chat. You're going to want to change that to live chat, because if you haven't been doing that, you've probably been missing out on some chats. So do that. Also, I don't know the exact way to do it, so someone in the chat will probably post the directions. But if you don't have gifted memberships turned on, there's a way to do it here without leaving the page. So definitely do that too, because people are really great here about putting more Pop-Tarts in the chat. The goal is to get every person to have a Pop-Tart. So, if someone is feeling generous enough to donate, or I guess, yeah, donate memberships, if you don't have it turned on, you don't get one. There's a way to do it. I just don't know how to tell you how to do it. But anyway, yeah, do that too, so you can get a Pop-Tart by your name if someone is generous enough to donate again.
This is right event for you. I was on the GoPro. When it was first virtual GoPro, I was on GoPro, I was translating for our teams. And then Eric made promotion. First accelerator program for $10,000. My paycheck that time was about $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month.
And I'm thinking myself, I just need to be there. I just need to be there. I just need to be there. I'm telling my partner that I want to go. I was like, just go. I was like, but we don't have money. We figured out something. So I'm calling my sponsor, lending money out of him. If he can lend me, I was like, okay, when you're going to pay me back? I was like, let me see. In 3 months of accelerator, my paycheck went 3 times more. By the end of the year, 10 times more.
And you're really going to sit here and be like, that's because of Eric Worre's accelerator? Wow. Can you imagine, put yourself in this woman's shoes, in the situation that she just spoke out loud, out of her pie hole. She said, I was making $1,000 a month. Eric Worre was holding his accelerator, and it was $10,000. Well, who knows what kind of money her husband was making, but she was only making $1,000 a month. Let's be honest. If you were able to somehow scrape up $10,000, and your paycheck is only $1,000, like, your husband's probably making decent money, right? She did say she had to borrow, excuse me, this Red Bull's giving me the burps. She did say she had to borrow money from her sponsor, aka I'm assuming her upline. But who knows, like, who knows how much money that could have been, all right? Imagine you're only making $1,000 a month, and your priority is, I need to spend $10,000 to go to this network marketing course. And then, of course, she's like, well, it works because, like, I was doubling and tripling my income, blah, blah, blah. Which, like, tripling a $1,000 income is only $3,000. So even then, I don't know what living situations are like in, where's she from? Slovakia? Or whatever, wherever she lives. I don't know what the cost of living is over there. I don't know how much more or less it is. But it's like, how can you, if you're only making $1,000 a month, how are you saving anything? And then in that case, like how? How is anyone paying for this? Well, congratulations, it worked out for you, but you're really gonna sit here and try to tell us, Janet, thank you for gifting 5 memberships, more Pop-Tarts in the chat. Yeah. You're really gonna sit here and try to tell us that, like, because you spent $10,000 on this accelerator course, now suddenly, like, that, yep. It couldn't, there's no outside factors, right? It couldn't be because you're, I don't know, you got lucky. Couldn't be because you got the timing right. Couldn't be because, I don't know. I don't know. And then even a lot of the people, thank you again, Janet. That's so kind of you. Even the people, what was I saying? got distracted by Janet being all kind and shit, and by Pop-Tart's little face popping up on the... Anyway, what was I gonna say? Even the people... If I think of it, I'll come back to it. Because my brain just took a shit.
If I wouldn't do it, I cannot even imagine if I won't go for this program. Where would I be right now? Because sometimes it's not even about what exactly you hear, but about who you're surrounding to. Marina was telling very nice yesterday, I want to be the stupidest person in the room. I have it the same. I love the fact that there's a lot of
Did she say she wants to be the stupidest person in the room? Is that the word she used? Because that's kind of harsh. I know it's a thing that they always say where it's like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not in the right room. Like, you want to be around people who are smarter than you so you can learn from them. But I don't know if, like, saying I want to be the stupidest person in the room. I don't know if that was, like, the best way to put that, but all right.
figures, 7 figures people out here, because we don't need to even talk. I take your energy. I'm watching in your shoes. I'm just taking your energy. You inspire me when you are on stage. Where else you can meet such people? Maybe in your company convention?
Plenty of places.
Yes, so in my company, we don't have 7 figures. If I just stay in my company, don't go educate myself out there, I never meet 7 figures earner.
Okay, so whatever MLM she was in doesn't even have a single 7-figure earner? That's weird and unusual. Unless it's a startup. I mean, if it's a startup, I guess that would make sense, but like... Cool.
You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
So education, education, education. I saw so many amazing leaders who stop educate the same and just their ego kill their business. If you think you are smart enough, the smartest in the room, just change the room. If you think that this event you can afford, don't buy event you can afford. Buy event you cannot afford.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why people who are in multi-level marketing companies, they're in it for enough time when they get successful, but this is precisely why they leave network marketing to become a network marketing coach, because that is where all the money is. You are convincing people who cannot afford, who would rather starve than not go to your course that you're telling them that they need. How ridiculous. Like, no fucking wonder you guys are rich beyond measure. Like, no fucking wonder that Eric Worre has a $20 million mansion and then built this fucking giant-ass studio in Las Vegas. Like, no wonder. It's because you are making people believe... Like, you are literally... It is so scummy. You are literally taking money from people who need that money to survive. To eat. To literally eat. How is this worth it, dude? No, I'm dead serious. Like, this is so messed up. And it's not like this is a new thing. It's just, it's wild when we actually, like, hear this come out of their mouths. Because, okay, here's the thing. In network marketing, most of these people are like... When you question them on this and you're like, oh, you're like stealing money from people, you're convincing people to spend money they don't have, they'll always turn around and be like, no, I never tell my downline to buy inventory. I never tell them to, like, I try to tell them to be responsible and don't ever invest more than you can afford to lose and blah, blah, blah. And then meanwhile, you go to one of these events and they're up here just like, if you have the money to spend on this event, you shouldn't be here. You need to starve yourself. You need to go to events that are going to force you to starve yourself. Hey, Sam, what's up? You just walked into me just getting fucking mad. Okay, recap. This lady basically is telling everybody to starve yourself to be able to afford these network marketing trainers. That's why these people are all here. This is where the real money is. If you can put a $10,000, $15,000 price tag on your course... Oh, excuse me. And then convince people to pay for it, even if you don't have the money to pay for it. That's how they're making all this money. They're putting huge price tags Not fucking worth it, by the way. For most people, anyway. It's just... Right, Julia. Buy stuff you can't afford. Best advice ever. That's literally what they're saying. Take out credit cards. Don't eat. I'm just... I can't. And then the issue is that they're... You got people like Lisa Nichols, who she's at this event, who I don't... You know, even this specific event, we never really, like, got an exact answer of how much this event was, but we were able to see how many... or how much money the other network marketing events are that are in this series. There's one coming up this month that was, I think, $4,000 or $5,000 to attend, and then Lisa Nichols has one coming up in September that's $15,000. So she has tiers to keep people paying into it. So if you get someone who's a newbie at network marketing, you're like, take my $300 course, right? And they're like, okay, I got to open up some credit cards and blah, 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 but okay. And then they take that course. And then, you know, the next one comes around and it's like, well, suddenly now I can't afford, I have $300 in my bank account, but Lisa Nichols is, her next one is $1,000. So I guess I got to do that one now because I can already afford this one that I just, so then there's just tiers. It's a step, there's steps. And like these people are, oh my God, they're such scammers because they get people to continue to pay in. It's almost like Scientology, dude, which it's a cult. Shocking. Okay, I'm going to let this play because I'm going to like change the title of this stream. Because at this point, it's like so ridiculous, dude. Her privilege is showing. Yeah, lots of privilege here. Congratulations. Great job. You got lucky in network marketing. And I would assume that you have a husband who's paying a lot of your way. Or was paying a lot of your way in the beginning. And then she just freezes. Cool.
The only events and information can put us up, which we can afford at the moment, because this is gonna make us to sacrifice and level up. So be a student. If you are a student, very important in leadership,
Ridiculous.
Be an educator. Not everybody are ready to come to these events, but you are speaker and voice for your people. Educate your people everything you could, everything that you know. It's very important. And for me, to educate somebody means that I need to learn. Because sometimes I'm too lazy, you know, I like to learn. And then I know that I have a Zoom call when I need to give value. So I need to learn. So this is for me great training, how to be a student. It's this that I'm educator. Does it make sense to you? I want to see you in the chat, guys. Does it make sense to you? Write me there some notes. What about guys in the audience? Does it make sense to you? Amazing. Okay, promoter. One my
Sarah
distributors came to me the other day, quite a big leader, and telling me, oh my God, I just feel we are always selling tickets for something. We're just selling tickets. I was like, welcome in network marketing. That's what we do here. We promote our brand, we promote our products, our services.
Okay, but you can do that without paying thousands of dollars for a training. But like, no, she's right. She's saying the quiet part out loud. She's like, one person comes to her and is like, you're literally sitting here telling me like I need to be going to all of these ticketed events that I don't have money to afford all these things. And she's like, welcome to network marketing. It's like, okay, well, that's not how it was sold to me. Do you know how the opportunity was sold to these people? Time freedom, financial freedom, following your dreams, stay home with your kids, blah, blah, blah. And then they get in there and their upline's like, hey, Eric Worre's having this $10,000 event. We all have to go. Okay, who's going to pay for that? Well, if you can't pay for it, you just take out some credit cards, and that's why you need it. Yeah. I remember back to my Lime Life days. Hi, random person. Thank you for subscribing. I think back to my Lime Life days, and I do remember my upline being like, I don't remember how much it was. I want to say it was a few $1,000s, whatever it was that she did. She used to watch my my content also. Like, she got out also, so that's great. But I haven't seen her in my comments for a while, so I don't know if she's still around or not. But I am curious, like, because I feel like it was a few $1,000s. I remember her specifically saying, hey guys, like, I'm going to go out and do this, like, mindset training and stuff. It's going to cost all this money, but, like, I think it's going to really make our team. So, like, she invested in herself to invest in the team. Guess what? That didn't pan out. Because she left. She ended up leaving. She ended up finding out that, oh, shocking, Lime Life is a freaking scam. Yeah, I know. That's why I left before she did. But yeah, she was doing it too. And I think, I feel like she was like, if you can afford to go, like, you should come with me. But it wasn't like, she wasn't super pushy about it. But yeah, like, I feel so bad for her now that I think back to all of that, because, like, I know she had a job, and I think she quit her job to do network marketing because her team did blow up pretty fast. But I say that, but it really wasn't a big team. Like, there were maybe 10 or 15 of us in the Facebook group. But, like, in network marketing, that's successful. That you are successful if you have a team of 15 people. Like, that's a lot. And so what she would do is she would pay for us to go out together. I think I only went out with her once. But she rented out an escape room one night, and then, like, took us out to a nice dinner and stuff, and then took us out for ice cream, paid for all of it. And I'm like, for a team of 15 people, I don't remember. I think her direct upline was, like, one of the, like, the top people, that Chelsea lady that I always talk about. I don't remember what her full name is, but, I think that's what her name was, Chelsea something. Yeah, so she was, like, being encouraged to spend probably all of the money that she was making as a leader, as our upline, probably taking all that and, like, put it back into the business. And that the way she was doing so was by paying to take us out and treating us as her team, and then also, like, buying and paying for courses and stuff that she, looking back, I'm like, I don't think she could afford it, dude. They are playing pretend business. But, like, I do know this girl, and I think that she really thought that what she was doing was the right thing to do in order to grow and be successful in network marketing. Like, we would have, like, in our Facebook group, we'd have, like, weekly little meetings in there. Like, it was just in a private group. And she did, like, giveaways, like, yeah, we would do like, whoever got the most, if you get this certain number of sales, you get this many, like, entries to win. Like, and again, looking back, I'm like, it was a small team. There's no way she was making a buttload of money. It's really sad. And this is exactly what people are being pushed to do. It's messed up. No wonder all these people are going into debt. And the top 1%, all of their money, all these people who are on these stages came from people who were convinced that they need to be spending thousands of dollars to go to these things. It's so sad. They don't give a shit what your financial situation is. They don't give a shit just as long as you're paying them.
Ourselves, our company, our owners, our events and education. If you don't like to be a promoter, change profession. Change profession.
Would you call this a profession?
But if you are learning from Eric, the 7-figure earner, first of all, are promoters. Who wants to be a 7-figure once? I want to see your hands. I want to see your chat. Write me 7 in the chat. I want to see that you want to see 7-figure.
So all these people here, again, I don't know how much they paid, but look at all these people in the like, here in the studio admitting that they're not 7-figure earners, which 7 figures is a lot. What's that? $1 million plus? And then $1 million earners over the course of what? Over a course of a year? Like, what are we talking about here? Hey, Laura, thank you. That's so kind of you. Thanks. I know, I just redid it. And my husband shaved the back of my head. I'm all, like, hairless. Love it. Anyway, yeah, it's just sad. I mean, there are plenty of people here who aren't raising their hands, so it's like, those must be the uplines, right? But there are people sitting here in this audience. This lady with the gallon of water is also on her phone and not paying attention. Who knows what she's doing? This guy in a shiny-ass jacket, you'd look at him and be like, oh, he's probably making a lot of money in network marketing. No, not 7 figures. Nope. Oh, my God. I mean, I guess if you consider scamming people to be a profession, then great job.
We need to promote. This is what leaders do. They promote.
Look at all these sevens in the chat.
everything.
Look at all these people
Because
who aren't
also
seven-figure earners.
edification. So
Look at all those people who were duped into joining this conference so that they can learn how to make 7 figures. But they don't.
find the way how promote your team, yourself, your product, education itself. And the fourth, for me, very important. And fourth, for me, very, very important, the role of the leader is to be an inspirator. We were talking yesterday about vision, that we need to show the vision and need to show the dreamland where the people should go, and we're gonna show them how.
Hey, Quinlan.
And it's very important.
Happy to see you, friend.
But we also need to be an inspirators, not by talking,
That's what I'm
by
thinking,
doing
Sam.
it. And
Like, what if they've been in network marketing for 20 years and they make 7 figures? How long is that? Okay, let's see. We got $1 million divided by, let's say, 20 years. 50,000 bucks a year. That's still pretty good to do in network marketing, but definitely, I mean, after taxes and stuff. Oh, I guess geez. After taxes, you're probably taking home what, like less than 40 after that. It's really not that much. But hey, you've been in network marketing for 20 years and suddenly now you've finally made $1 million. Great job. You're a 7-figure earner. Like, is that what they qualify as a 7-figure earner, or do you need to be making 7 figures in a year? Because making $50,000 a year over 20 years to become a millionaire does not make you financially free. Not even a little bit.
live in it.
They'd be lucky to make $7.
So I'm always asking
right?
my people in my team, what kind of people do
Her name
you
is-
want in your team?
Her first name is Inna. I don't remember what her last name is. People were writing it in the chat. I don't know. Maybe it'll show up again.
Write it down. 3 things. What kind of people do you want? Write it down, and you write me in chat. 3 things. What kind
thank
of people
you
do you want? What they should be
For
like.
blessing me. I feel very
Funny,
blessed.
Is it going? I don't know. Hungry, motivated, over-motivated. What?
Local town witch, I'm very happy that
And
Pop-Tart's by
my
your
question
name.
number 2. Are you those things what you wrote? Are you those things what you wrote?
It's really interesting that in the chat here, she's like, what are these things that you are? This person, this Maya person said, fun, hardworking, and hungry. Funny, because she's hungry because she spent all the money that she didn't have to come to probably to this event. And she has no money to eat now. Great job.
Because many
You're
people
doing
are
great,
saying,
sweetie.
I'm leader, I'm leading. First of all, we need to lead ourselves. We need to lead
Giselle's hungry too.
ourselves.
And so is Sarah. Look at all these hungry people in the chat who spent all their money to come here and now they can't eat. Willing, coachable, hungry. Anthony, yeah. Look at all these hungry motherfuckers. I know what they mean. I know that they don't mean like actually hungry for food. They're hungry for more education. They're hungry for more success. No, I think you're just hungry. I think you're just like actually starving yourself, because that is literally what this girl told you to do.
Wanna have some kind of
7
people,
zeros
you need
is
to become
technically
this person.
7 figures. You're not
I
wrong.
love network marketing because this is relationship business, and usually to your
Fake
life and
relationships,
your
but all right.
business come people who are mirroring you, your stuff, but you don't get over it. If you don't like somebody because he doesn't do anything, it's your mirror. Do you really do everything? You know, if you pissed off about someone because he's gossiping, she's gossiping, what do? Are you that clear? So be something.
Sorry, guys. This live
Be,
was unplanned.
If you want to invite people to your business,
That's probably
be
why
those
it
person.
didn't get
What
pushed
kind
out.
of people do you want in this business?
They're
And
hangry.
inspiration, it's mega. You see, I'm using already Slovak words. Hi guys, Slovak from Slovakia.
Why
So
are there
if you
people just,
wanna
like, walking
be
around
an
back there?
inspiration, you actually need to be the person you wanna attract into your business. And this is a beautiful thing because I don't know any other
Include
profession
the
in
sense,
the world
right?
who is helping to become a better person. Every day day by day, day by day. And at the end, guys, I just want to tell you that it doesn't matter if you have a huge team.
Ma'am,
or you're
don't
just
pretend like
starting,
you know me.
Or you maybe have some troubles in partnership with your health, with your time.
I don't know, but when this
with your
lady's
kids,
speech
it
is over, I
doesn't
have to
matter.
go pee.
But
Quiet
I
Mischief,
believe
thank
in
you for
that
the
should
18
never
months.
been better time
That's
in
awesome.
humankind
I'm
for
hungry for the nuggets they
us
promised,
women
the tits and nugs.
to be what we want to be. To absolutely
Oh my God,
go
Laura, I
deep
feel
and
that.
pull out ourselves. Because hundreds and hundreds of years, we were just somewhere behind. And we need to listen what guys are saying. And we need to be just what everybody else was expecting us to be. Please remember, you are really unique. You are valuable because you are you.
Honestly, all these people are just cookie cutter
And
versions of each other.
you don't need
There's
anything
nothing
else.
unique about that.
You have you. You don't need anything else. You have you. And if you start really feeling it, if you understand that this and like this, you will see tremendous changes in your business. Tremendous. Because if you start love yourself, you start to attract people who love themselves too. And the business start growing. And I love this business so much because the only thing what I really need to do is work on myself, on my skills, on my self-development, on my mental,
Yeah, of course you want people to
on
believe
everything,
that.
on my story.
That's how you get money.
Day by day, time to time, step by step, and this is amazing. And I hope, guys, you took something out of this and you write some notes. It was for me a huge pleasure to be here with you. I'm Ina Semina, and I love you so much, and thank you for having me here.
Don't tell me you love me. You don't know me. Oh, here we go. Dance party again. Bye-bye. Oh, here comes crazy, ugly earring lady. Woo! Okay, real quick. I have to go potty and actually probably check on my kids. They've been suspiciously quiet, and they're in my bedroom. So I don't like that. There's probably a mess in there that I'm gonna have to clean up later. But hey, as long as they're letting me be here with you guys, right? So real quick, let me put on my little be right back screen with the little kitties. And let me find my music here that is not the clown circus music. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let me just close this here. All right. Sorry, I ended up having to poop. TMI. Dude, you know, do you want to know why my children are so quiet? Because Griffin's taking a nap. He fell asleep with Sparrow. Sparrow's like got her Nintendo Switch on the TV and he's just hanging out with her and he just fell asleep next to her. Oh, my babies are getting too big. They don't even need me to go to sleep. All right, well, let's get back to it. We should have a new speaker here. Let's see if we're going to blow our eardrums out. Yep, sorry. All right, come on.
Unique. You are an unrepeatable miracle. And I'm going to brag on her for a little bit.
That's
She
not how
came
reproduction works,
all
but
the
okay.
way here from Slovakia to Las Vegas with her 7-week-old baby
Wait,
in tow with her on the plane.
she, for some reason I thought she said 3 months, but that's not even 2 months. A 7-week-old baby she drags across the ocean to go to a virtual event. It was a quick poop. You gotta be a quick pooper when you got kids. Also, I was just like, I was prairie dogging it. I had to go. Why did I just sweat it out? Dude, who said that? Who said that? Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Someone was literally saying, like, was it Jessie Lee Ward? Oh, yeah, from the Columbia trip or whatever. That was a thing. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a throwback. Anyway, yeah, she said 7 weeks. I took Griffin on a plane ride to Washington when he was, I want to say 4 months. No. He would have been way older than that because we were there for 4th of July. Yeah, he would have been like almost 7 months old. And that was like, all right, but 7 weeks? I mean, I guess like newborn babies sleep a lot more. I don't know. Like, 7 weeks, dude. That's not even like what most people take for maternity leave, even in America, dude. And we don't even get paid maternity leave. I think 6 weeks is like what what a lot of places offer, if they offer anything. That's what they offered when I worked for PetSmart. But then technically I was only getting paid for 4 weeks. Because like the first 2 weeks was like a waiting period, and then they would pay me 66% of my regular pay for 4 weeks, and that was it. That was all I got. But I ended up taking 8 weeks off because I wasn't ready to go back to work yet. And you're guaranteed 12 weeks of FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, I think is what it stands for, but it's unpaid. So you're guaranteed at least up to 12. But anyway, like 7 weeks, most mothers are still home with their babies. So, ma'am, what are you doing? Time Freedom who? We don't know her. Maternity leave is 9 months in, what's GB, Great Britain? Yeah, I think most other places have it a lot better than us. I had a friend who I met, sorry, I'll go back here. He lives in Iceland, I think. But he was on maternity. He's trans, but so he was able to reproduce while he was like in the middle of transitioning, which was really cool. But you know, in Iceland they take that stuff more serious than they do here. It's like a really cool thing out there, and here it's like frowned upon. Like God forbid you're a pregnant man. Shut up. But he told me, I'm pretty sure he said he got maternity leave for 2 years, paid. I'm like, fuck that. But we were friends because we were pregnant at the same time. So we related to each other a lot and stuff. But it's just wild, like, to hear his experience with all of that in Iceland versus me. I'm like, I went back to work after 8 weeks, and here he is just, like, hanging out, just, like, having the time of his life with his new baby. And it's just like, America problem. Sucks, dude.
Her and her partner arrived here, and she was the only one in the audience
Hi, Clown
with a
Town.
little baby. No excuses. she remained in action. So Ina, thank you for blessing the world, blessing the network
They
marketing
did that,
crew.
Clowntown? That's cool.
And we see you. Beautiful. Give her some love. Give her some love in the chat.
That gives
Give her
me a
some
little bit
love,
of
give
hope
her
for
some hearts.
humanity.
That is a big task. When I met the baby, she said she's got a little jet lag. I can imagine, right? So beautiful. Our next speaker about leadership and communication, Bree Richardson. You heard from her earlier on day 2.
Her earrings look like
She
coasters.
got started in network marketing
Like
when
cup
she was
coasters that
pregnant
should be
and
on a
out of
coffee
job.
table.
She has built 2 multi-million-dollar businesses with over 600,000 distributors worldwide.
That's a lot.
Let's give a round of applause for just that. Her work is built around her personal values. She believes that everyone deserves a chance to create their version of their dream life. And she's passionate about helping people do just that. She established herself as a trusted leader in the profession and mentors countless individuals daily to achieve their own success in the world of network marketing. Please welcome to the big stage, Bree Richardson.
Oh, sorry. Oh, damn. What's up, Carrie Underwood's mom? Damn, girl, get it. Yeah. Have we heard from this lady yet? I think she might have been on one of the panels, but dang. Also, why she's built 2 multi-million-dollar businesses? That's what they said. Ooh, it's frozen. Eee. So like one MLM wasn't enough, huh? Sorry. Oh, she's just waving at all those people. Okay. Hi, yeah. Hi, I'm a superstar. My name is Bree and I'm a superstar. Yay.
Guys, I am fired up. Are you fired up? So I got the spot right before lunch, so some of you, your bellies are a little hungry, yes or yes?
Yes or yes?
I want you to be hungry for your freedom the same way your belly's hungry for that lunch, okay? So what I want to do today is I'm going to give
Hungry
you
for freedom?
the secret sauce to finding...
This is America. And don't you dare talk about sauces in front of me when I haven't eaten for 3 days to pay for this conference.
Financial freedom, life freedom, time freedom. Would that be okay with you?
Choosing unique.
Okay, before we
believe
do
it.
that, I want to kind of introduce myself or reintroduce myself. There's so many new faces here, but I want to tell you how I got on this stage so you could do that too. Would that be okay? Anybody want to be on this stage?
Anyone want to
Have
be as
that
cool as
hunger
me?
inside of you to do more, to teach more, to help more? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So my journey in the network marketing pro circuit happened about 10 years ago. I went to my first event. It was a Les Brown speakers event. Remember that one? See my friend Amber sitting there. We were there together. And it was an incredible event. I had just really gotten my feet wet
Her
in the
eyelashes
business,
are
really just
huge.
started to see some...
Guys, I'm sorry, but I don't understand the new trend of like the giant eyelashes. Now listen, like I do have falsies on right now. I don't think they're that bad. Like they're a little long for anyone to be like, oh, those are natural. But like what do you call it? The lash extensions that people get and they like go up to their eyebrows. Like I see so many people with those. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't think it's cute. Like lash extensions, sure, can be cute if they don't look obnoxious, but like her eyelashes look obnoxious, but like I've even seen some that are even more obnoxious than that. Like I guess I'm not trying to hate on anyone who gets lash extensions because like obviously like I like some big full lashes too, but the ones that are like what are you doing? And it looks uncomfortable, and then when they start like falling out you get like a big old chunk in the middle. I'm sorry. I like being able to lift my eyelids. Ultra thick caterpillar lashes. These are kind of ultra thick. Sort of. Well, I don't know. I guess they're not that bad. But I need my giant spider lashes. But like giant, like you can't, like they're like heavy on your eyelids giant. Like they swoop up to your eyebrows giant because that's too much. Full drag lash. I think drag queens are the only ones who get away with it, honestly. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion.
success, and I knew I wanted to elevate. Is there anyone in this audience sitting here right now where you're like, I'm really starting to get into success and I'm really feeling it, but I really want to elevate? So it's really cool because when I came to this event,
I love my lip
didn't
fillers.
realize,
Don't
we
talk
were gonna get
shit.
so much speaker training. Are you loving the speaker training? Okay, I have to share this thing with you though. So whenever I found out I was going to be speaking on Sunday, I was like, okay, cool.
The ones that flap
I've
in the
spoken
wind.
on-
Yeah, like that one on that gif that came from RuPaul's Drag Race of the drag queen. She's like in the wind machine, and her eyes are like. Yeah, no. If your eyelash extensions look like that, it's too much. Unless you're a drag queen, then you can get away with it.
A lot of stages, but never a virtual stage, so it's a little different. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna get to watch everyone else go first. And then I got schooled on speaker training, and my head's going,
Crazy
she's
eyeliner
back
can be
there
fun.
listening right now, right? Like, oh, she's not doing that, she's not doing that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then the pressure just started going here, and I was like, okay, well. So I decided
I
just
don't
to do
hate
what
her
I do,
dress.
if that's okay with you. But that's what's been going on for me this whole
You gotta have a chest to fill that dress out, which she obviously does, and I don't think those are natural. No way. Not talking shit, because I would get breast implants if I could afford it also. Actually, I don't know. I always thought maybe I'd get like a breast lift. I don't have like big old boobies, but like I've breastfed 2 kids, so they're kind of droopy. But I don't want my boobs like bigger. I just want them perky, you know? So, no shade to people who have cosmetic, you know, none of that. She fills out this dress great. But like if I tried to wear that dress, it wouldn't be cute. It looks good on her. I don't hate it.
weekend. So started at that Les Brown training, and with my knees knocking and my teeth chattering.
thank you.
Say knees knocking.
Knees knocking.
Teeth chattering. I made a decision.
Every time they say knees knocking, I'm sorry, like maybe my mind is just in the gutter, but I see it as like a sexual thing. Like I just hear I just hear like maybe even teeth chattering, dude. Like I don't know if you're doing things in a blizzard. Or I don't know, maybe that's something that you do when you're I don't want to get demonetized.
in that room that I was going to walk up to the Marina Warrior
Yeah,
and
Sarah, I
introduce
agree.
myself. Because
Heard
I
so
wanted
many
more.
horror stories.
Because I had a dream sitting in the chair. And so I walked past her in the hallway quite a few times, like, walked right by. And then the next day would come, and I'd see her, and it's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna walk up to her. And then one day I just was like, hi, I'm Bree Richardson. You don't know me. I haven't done really incredible things yet in this industry, but one day I want to speak on your stage.
And look at her living her dream.
And I plugged in and in and in. I invested. I told you yesterday, not just learning how the compensation plan works or how my company works, but how the business of network marketing works. And that changed everything for me. So in the last 10 years, this has been Erica's one of my main mentors for building my business. So I say that to say, everything that they're offering to you, even people on my team are texting like, I want to know everything you've done with him because I want more. Is anyone hungry for more? Just be fed more? Yeah.
Is anyone hungry after not eating for 3 days to afford to come here? Yeah.
And so that's where my journey started, and I was actually, I think at the second most powerful women, I got to do a panel, and the third one, they gave me a spotlight, and I was like, yes, this is amazing. Then, 2020 hit, we all did things a little different. So right now, here today, I am so honored to be back in front of you to teach you what I think, outside of inviting to events, is the number one thing that you're gonna need to set you free.
Tell us.
And that's leadership. So we're gonna dive into that right now.
Bye, Tanya.
Speaking to lead and the effectiveness of your words to drive what you need and how to bring people up, okay? So, make sure I get the right one on there. Leadership is misunderstood often.
Really?
Right. It's like
What is there to misunderstand about being a leader? You know what I'm saying? Like, leadership. You lead people. You are at the front of the pack, and people follow you. How is that? What is what is misunderstanding about that?
To get out of the way of the pictures. So
Beth, I
leadership
think
is not a
those
title
are
or a rank. See, there's some
mostly
people in here
extensions, if I had
who
to
you're
guess.
looking up
Maybe
to
not.
people in your company because of a title or a rank, and you're calling that leadership. But they're not showing up.
Shelby,
They're
I love
collecting
that.
a paycheck, maybe.
I love that for you.
Okay.
Are those extensions? I can't really tell. Maybe not. But if they're not extensions, yeah, you know she's not in money. I think someone in the chat said that she was in Unique. But then, like, she's, the lady who introduced her was like, she's built 2 multi-million-dollar businesses. So I'm like, okay, so she's been in 2 different MLMs. Why'd she leave the first one?
Leadership is what you do, not what you say. You know, I'm a fan of Simon Sinek, and I know that he says that in leadership, our job is not to do the work for others, but guess what? I'm also in this business for myself, and I'm going to show up for others, and I'm going to do the work for others until they're ready to do it themselves.
Yeah,
and
they
if
might
they're
be
never ready, they're going to
extensions.
be my door to the people who are.
Because I feel like right here, you can kind of see where it, like, blends. Maybe. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Again, no shade to those who wear extensions, but, like, if you can tell they're extensions, they're not good ones. And if you've built multi-million-dollar businesses, then you should be able to afford good extensions.
I tell people all the time when I'm on all of our overviews or our Zoom calls or whatever it might be, I'm like, listen, you don't have to be afraid of this, because a lot of people are afraid of this. Were you afraid of this when you first came in? Or were you like, no, I got this, I'll slay? Right? We all had that fear. Most of us still have some sort of fear today, and that's often what the feeling that the person's coming in is feeling, right? And so I'll tell them, I say, don't worry, you don't have to be a product expert, you don't have to be a business
Miss
expert.
Spring, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Now 5 more people have more Pop-Tarts in the chat. More Pop-Tarts in the chat. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have to make like a theme song. I need a little button on my Stream Deck to press and to like play a little more Pop-Tarts in the chat song.
I'll do it for you for a little bit.
Thank you though.
Until you're ready. And again, if they're never ready, that's okay. They're going to lead me to someone who is, if you do it right. But your job as a leader is to show up in the forefront, because leaders do what? They lead from the front. They know the way. They show the way. They go the way. Right? And if you leave any of those out, it doesn't work. You're not that leader. Okay? Some of you in this room are making lots of money and you're still just pretending to be the leader.
Han Bjornson, thank you for the super chat. It sounds like she's about to cry any second now. Well, I know a lot of people have been saying that she sounds like she's about to pass out, like she just ran a marathon. I think she's just, she's got that adrenaline going, you know?
You're not willing to do the sacrifices. You're not willing to show up on the calls. You're not willing to do the work for other people. You just put in, systems are amazing. Amazing, amazing. They're necessary for success, but some of you are so heavily reliant on this system that you built once that you're going so slow because you're not giving that human touch, because you're not showing up, because you think that you deserve freedom because of your rank.
But you think that you deserve freedom because of your rank, because that's like what it's been sold to. This is, MLMs are like, they run on idolatry, right? Like, the people at the tippity top are people that you are supposed to like idolize, replicate. You want to be like them. Duplicate. There you go. That's a superpower that Lisa Nichols wanted us all to have, is to be able to duplicate yourself. No, I don't like it.
Okay? Time freedom is earned, you guys. It's earned. So time freedom means
Not all the time. Some people end up at the top of an MLM just because they got in at the right time. Sometimes it's just about timing, and then like you just kind of, you were there, right place, right time. Now suddenly you have a bunch of money and now you have time freedom. Congratulations, you did it. That's not the case for everybody else. For most people. Yeah, no. You idolize all these people at the top, and then she's just like, oh, well, they have a rank, but, like, they didn't earn the time freedom. You have to actually earn it.
Means that you have to
Shocking.
sacrifice. Time freedom means that you actually don't have a lot of time for a little while. And for me,
Time freedom means the opposite of what time freedom actually means. Time freedom means something totally different than the dictionary definition of time and freedom. Okay, but what she's saying is, like, you don't just get time freedom. It doesn't just get handed to you when you reach a rank. It's like, but, like, you're kind of taught that it does. And you're taught to idolize the people who are at these certain ranks, who are, like, running around social media being all like, I have time freedom, woohoo, look at my rank. Also, I have a car, or whatever the fuck they get at their ranks and stuff. Like, it's just, it's like the Wizard of Oz. The whole, like, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain, that kind of shit.
I do it in seasons. I think that's how I keep my balance.
No,
like,
not the
when my
season
kids are in
shit.
school, I am all day, every day, zoom, talking, doing. And then when summer comes, I'm gonna enjoy my family. I'm still there. I'm still showing up. I'm still gonna answer your call. I'm just not sitting in front of my desk all day, right? Because we have to live our lives too, because if all we do is all we're doing is ever sitting behind that desk, the people are gonna go, do I really want that? So balance, I will tell you, it's hard to find, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible to find. So I hear so many people come in and they're like, no, the reason why I got into network marketing is so that I could go to all the ball games, so that I could sit with my kids at lunch every day, so
Those
that I
are big
could
selling points,
travel
yep.
around the world. It's earned. You have to put the time in first. You have to develop leader within inside yourself.
Unless you're lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. Come on. Let's not leave that part out. We know that there are plenty of people in network marketing that just joined at the right time, and suddenly everyone gets placed underneath them, and suddenly they're at the top of a pyramid without really having to do much.
So that you can develop the leadership inside other people, and then you'll get to live. We didn't just sign the
So you
PMP
don't get to live
and
until
go, I'm free, okay? It's up to me to set myself free. It's up to you to set yourself free. And the way that you're gonna do that is by empowering other people to step up.
The way you're going to do that is by recruiting other people and convincing them that they can be business owners and they can have time freedom too. The only way that you're going to get time freedom is by selling time freedom to other people before you have it for yourself. Is basically what she's saying. And we all know this, right? This is precisely how people in multi-level marketing get their success.
So something that I'm kind of known for is, like, I am like type A, so say A, red. I'm to the point. I do not sugarcoat it. I am not patting you on the butt saying you're good, doing a good job if you're not.
Please do not pat anyone on the butt unless it's consensual. I know she's saying she's not doing that, but, like, it's odd to me that she chose butt instead of back, you know?
Because it serves nobody, right? And if they stop showing up, that's on them. I'm gonna go find the ones that will, right? So you're here to serve your people with the truth. And sometimes people are like, oh, that was really harsh. She's a, bad word.
She's a bad
That's
word.
okay. I know who I am. I know why I'm showing up, and I know who I'm here to help. I'm so clear on that vision that I'm looking for that person. And what if I told you guys, it literally just takes, depending, comp plans are different, depending on your comp plan, 2, 3, maybe 4 people that you lead into a leadership position will set you free.
Precisely. She literally said it, everybody. Are you taking notes? This is what you need to be writing down. The only way to set yourself free is to recruit other people with the promise that they too can set themselves free. The only way to be successful in a network marketing business is to recruit. That's all I heard. Not to find a consistent customer base, not to sell the products. No, none of that. No. You will be successful if and only if you recruit. There it is. There it is. But it's not a pyramid scheme, right?
You guys didn't catch
Excuse
it.
me. That's how I feel about that.
We're out there sponsoring like crazy, working like crazy, selling like crazy, doing overviews like crazy. And we're going to this person, and we're going to that person, we're going to this person. You need to find 2, 3, maybe 4 people. Raise them up to a level of leadership where then one day you can step away. Does anyone
How do you raise them up? By strategically placing new recruits under them so that they don't have to actually do any work? Come on.
want to be, we used to joke about this. Does anyone want to be sitting in a rocking chair in the old folks' home saying, who can I recruit next to keep my business alive? Like, is that why we're doing this? It's not why we're doing this. But sometimes we get so frantic doing all the things, we just got to focus on the ones that want it.
But these people will never get to a point where they don't have to recruit anymore. People are falling off all the time in multi-level marketing. So yeah, if you, unless you're with, oh God, what is it? Not Amari, what's the other one? The one where Costa Gara tried to sue me, or tried to scare me into thinking he was going to sue me. Velveeta, that one. I think they have a retirement plan, but it really just means that, like, you don't have to, after a certain point, you don't have to, like, make, like, however much money you're supposed to spend every month on buying products. Like, you don't have to do that anymore, and you still get a paycheck. Like, there's no qualification for that. That's basically what it means to be retired. But, like, still, those people, like, they still need to recruit, dude. All of these people at the tippy top, they are recruiting constantly, and they have to, because if they don't, their business dies. That's the only way to make money, is by recruiting.
Raise them up to a level where they can go do it on their own, teach them how to do it with somebody else, and you found your freedom.
Yep.
But the way
Recruit people and teach them how to recruit people, and then now you're free. Literally, your freedom comes from recruiting other people. Your freedom comes at the expense of others. Cute. I hope you feel real good about that.
you're going to do it is through communication. Think about this, guys. Bryn talked about, marriage. So anyone married? Anyone? I'm married.
Is anyone married?
Okay.
I think most of the people in here
Think
probably
about it
are.
like this.
They're all loving Christian people. The only way to get closer to God is to marry another godly person. Great job. Who's texting me?
If you and your spouse just stop talking. If you and your spouse lived in different houses. If you and your spouse never saw each other, would you have a relationship? Bree, no. Yeah.
I mean, welcome to 2023. There are plenty of people who have like long distance relationships and they are able to make it work. Now, I understand that it's a little more difficult, of course, but people still do it. Like, look at DC. DC's husband is deployed, I think. I don't remember exactly how it works on her end, but she's a military spouse. And they make it work long distance, so yeah, no, you don't have to live in the same house as someone to, like, maintain a good relationship. Like, come on.
I could say that, like, duh, stupid now. Okay?
And have kids. Yeah, Tara, you're right.
Same thing happens with our business, and sometimes people think leadership is other people doing it, right?
Huh? Oh, she's frozen. Who thinks that?
Failed to say, hey, you've got this in you. You can do more than what you're doing right now, so why don't we do better?
Oh, so that's
And
what being
because
a
of that
leader
lack
is.
of communication, because sometimes you're depending on that system to do it for you, you lose that connection. And just like if your spouse is living in that other house, you lose your relationship. And there are no leaders being built
That depends on how you define your relationship, dude. Like, come on.
out of lost relationship.
And since when do they give a shit about lost relationships in order to be successful in an MLM? Let's see, here's another part to it. You're going to cut people out of your lives. If they are non-believers, if they don't believe that you can be financially free, if they're being negative, if they're suppressive people, Scientology cult language there, you are encouraged to cut those people out. People in this conference have encouraged you to cut people out if they're negative. AKA if they care about you so much and they're worried that you're spending all your money on a fucking MLM scam that's never going to go anywhere, and now suddenly you're bankrupt. Like, now suddenly you're in a bunch of debt because you opened a bunch of credit cards because this lady on this stage told you to do it so that you can pay for these bullshit conferences where all you're learning is how to trauma dump and then how to dance a little bit. Yeah, no, but those are the negative people. If they tell you that, hey, maybe you're not making the best choices, yeah. Meow. Pippi's drooling on me. What? There we go.
I know we have some big heavy hitter builders and leaders in this room. If you have a tight relationship with your leaders in your organization, raise your hand. Online, let me see your hands. It's necessary. I'm looking at literally massive 6- and 7-figure earners in this room. It's necessary to have this kind of relationship on a daily basis with your leadership as you're rising them up. It is our duty.
But if they stop rising at a certain point, then you have to stop pouring into them, right? Because then they're not worth your time anymore. So those relationships are never actually legitimate or genuine. It's all transactional. It's on a it's conditional. That's the word I'm looking for. They are conditional relationships that she's telling you to have right now.
Okay? So, I told you yesterday too, one of my biggest downfalls was management mode. Sometimes we think we hit that rank.
Marry your
And we're a
downline.
leader. And so now we're just gonna tell everybody else what to do. Leaders do what? They know the way. They show the way. And the most important part of that, you guys, they go the dang way. How are you gonna expect your people to start giving overviews and presentations if you're not doing them? Well, they're gonna think you got there without doing them. Why me? Okay? So don't fall into that management mode. Always be in production. I tell my leaders, I actually had a Zoom call this past week. I was doing a coaching call with someone, and she's in a really scary place in her business. She's one of my up-and-coming
Robin,
leaders.
thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Look at all these new Pop-Tarts in the chat. More Pop-Tarts in the chat. Yay! Thank you. That's very kind of you. She said duty. Oh no, I missed it. If she says it again, I'll put the fart sound. But here's a late fart sound. Okay.
Notice I said that. I have maybe 2 actual leaders on my team, you guys.
She has 600,000 people, I think is what they said, in her downline. She's like, only 2 of them are leaders. Okay, then you must not be making that much money then. If you only have like, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess depending on what MLM you're in, if it's the, what do they call it? Is it unilevel, the one that you have the 2 legs and you have to build them strategically? Binary. Is that the binary model? I don't know. I need to brush up on my MLM business models. But, yeah, I guess if you have a leader on each of those legs, then sure. But, like, also, how fucking insulting. If you're on this woman's team and you're, like, trying so hard, and maybe you have a smaller team of, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 people, and you are leading them. You're just in the early stages of leading. How insulting. She's like, no, you're not a leader yet. You don't get to be a leader yet. You haven't earned it.
A lot of you are like, oh, I have like 20. No, I promise you, you don't. Because when that adversity hits, when those products are out of stock, when I've heard someone say the other day the warehouse burns down, that's when you see who your leaders are. When you can't see your back office numbers, that's when you see who your leaders are.
You see who your leaders are when everybody quits to see, like, whoever sticks around despite the hardships, those are the leaders. I don't know about that. Those are people who are just like wishful thinking that like shit will turn around, you know. But no, at a certain point you kind of got to look out for yourself, and if shit's going down the drain and not going very well for you in your business, like, know when to leave, know when to quit, right? Like you should know when it's no longer like good for you financially to be in there. And for the most part, it's never good financially for anyone to be in there. But if you're a leader, you also have to like know the signs and the red flags where it's like, if I don't get out right now, I probably will lose all my money. I think those people can also be qualified as leaders. Because a lot of times then they'll take their teams and jump ship and go somewhere else, you know?
And they show up and they show their true colors. They show up and they show out. They're either responding or reacting, right? And the ones who respond, they're responding with solutions, because if they don't, they won't be around for long. What if I told you I even have people in my organization that I know if they don't have a radical change, they won't be around for long? Because I see the way that they react and not respond to situations. Is there anyone in this room or online that is in a network marketing business, or honestly any business, that has never had any sort of trouble? I love that you're like, she's like, okay, yeah, no. It doesn't exist in business, period, much less what we do, okay? So the way that you respond to those things will absolutely make or break you. And the way that you communicate to your organization in those times of trouble is going to make her.
Okay, I found her. She has 12,000 followers, which doesn't seem like that much. I swear, am I mishearing this? Because I'm pretty sure, you know, if you guys were here when she got introduced, I swear the lady said she had 600,000 people in her downline. Isn't that what she said? I don't know. Boy, mom, and social selling strategist, helping you earn money online. She has a milkshake link. I'll keep looking. Wait, liquid collagen? Is it still unique then? Reverse aging. Okay, so like she's got a, what's it called? A highlight on her Instagram story. That none of these are saying what it is. Jeep bonus. Jeep is a Jeep a car in unique? 600,000 total, maybe. Yeah, just doesn't seem right. Opal. Okay, the rank of this lady that she posted like a thing for, it says her rank is Opal. Is Opal a rank in? No, because unique had like the black status, pink status. And I know they just recently changed it, but I don't think it's like Opal and shit. Liquid collagen, maybe it's Modere. That wouldn't surprise me. Take a shot, send a shot. Oh. Oh, wait. Someone... Hang on. Someone, like, posted a picture holding the product, but it's, like, flipped, so I can't really read it. What the hell? She's like, they're taking shot. What MLM is this? They're like taking shots of whatever this shit is. Promotions. Ruby, Jade, earned a Jeep, Acacia. I'm not really sure. Plexus? No, I don't think it is. Truth bomb opportunity. Let me see. You know what? Let me click on her milkshake link real quick, because maybe it'll just. Purchase liquid collagen. Here we go. Oh, it's Tranont. She's in Tranont. Cute. So she left Unique to join Tranont. All right. She gets like 30 likes a post. Yeah. No, it's Tranont, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, it's for someone, if you have 600,000 people in your downline, which again, like, I don't think that's how it's going here. How do you only have 12,000 followers on Instagram?
Or break you. Because if the products go out of stock, the back office...
She made a post 1 week ago about Memorial Day. 7 likes. 7 likes. She has 12,000 followers and 7 likes on a post. Seriously? Okay, well, she posted a selfie with, or not selfie, just like a picture with probably her husband. 29 likes. Dude, that's bad.
Office stops working and you're like, well, what do you want me to do, Sally? Sally's gonna go, well, I guess we do nothing. Or you can say, here's the deal, Sally. Right now, our back office is down. Right now,
Yeah.
our product is out of stock.
Her
but here's what
engagement
we
is
can
horrible.
do. We can get people on opportunity calls. We can start making lists. We can get our it's not on, it's not out of stock. It's on pre-order, right? Has anyone ever done that? We just kind of solution this where we're going to.
So you lie? She's like, no. Don't let anyone ever tell you that anything's out of stock. It's just pre-order. No, then it's out of stock, especially if it's been released before. You were previously able to buy it, and now you cannot, and you have to pre-order it. That's because it's out of stock, ma'am. Wow.
To still take the orders and we'll get them in. There's always solutions.
That's so
to-
dangerous. That's so dangerous. Like, I remember specifically, I don't know when it was, maybe like a couple years ago, but like Scentsy had like a big falling out with a lot of their distributors because of this. Like, they would be taking orders for like, they'd be launching a new fucking, I don't know, like a Lilo and Stitch Disney Scentsy warmer or something. Like, they'd have like one of their big product launches. And so what uplines were encouraging people to do is to just like still take pre-orders, take all that money, and then like when it launches, hurry up and go and buy up all of that, all the sales that you made, and then ship them out individually. But then a lot of people were not, like, it would sell out. And so people weren't able to place the orders like, people already placed orders with them. They weren't able to order it themselves from the back office because it sold out. Like, that was a thing that I remember really big going on with Scentsy. And she's just sitting here like, yeah, do that. Don't tell people it's out of stock. Tell people it's a pre-order, then take their money, and then when that item finally drops, you just go order all of it and then send it out. That is so irresponsible. That is very, very bad advice. Like, holy moly.
The problems, I'm here to tell you, unless the doors are just completely closed. But if you're not communicating those things to your team, okay, it's just like if, any parents in here, if your kids go on a trip and you just never hear from them again, what do?
You call the police?
Worry, right? Like,
you do more than worry. I worry when I drop my kid off at school every day, you know? If my kid goes on a trip without me, I'm worrying the moment they leave my sight. Every moment my child is not in my immediate care, I am worrying. She's just like, if your kid goes on a trip and you never hear from them again, what do? You sit around and worry? No, you be a parent, you take decisive action. And you fucking call the police, man. File a missing persons report, like kidnapping, I don't know. What happened? I never heard from my kid again. What happened? You're gonna do more than worry.
you could call and they don't pick up. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go find them. Because you're worried, right? So think about that with your organization too. If someone's not showing up, if you're doing your leadership calls and those up-and-coming leaders aren't showing up, you got to go find them. And you got to say, hey, what's going on? So I was on this Zoom call doing the coaching, and she was like, yeah, Bree, I haven't been on your calls because I've been doing 7 days a week, all day long. I've been doing my coaching calls. I said, ooh. You know what I've seen in your numbers? This is explaining it.
So she's like, you are not allowed to take time to do your own coaching calls. You're not being a leader if you're not listening to my coaching calls first. If my coaching calls aren't your priority, if you're not prioritizing mine over you doing your own for your own team, sucks to suck. You're not a leader. You're only a leader if you listen to me. Holy shit, man. Are you supposed to just continue to depend on Bree, your upline, to lead you into a place of leadership? Or are you supposed to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and do it yourself? Because she's like, you're teaching other people to do it yourself. And then they start going to like implement those things and train their own team. Now she's like, no. What is it? Again, this whole conference is so confusing. It will leave people confused every time. Because like every speaker has something different to say from the other, and they start contradicting themselves. Makes no sense.
Out there telling everybody else what to do, and you're not in action. I said, who do you have
Ma'am,
on
do
the
you know
fence?
what we
No
see in
one.
your
I said, you
engagement
let your funnel
numbers?
dry? I said, oh.
Exactly.
I told her. I didn't sugarcoat. I said, if you don't change this right now, you will lose everything you have built.
That's extreme. Wow, look at her face. She's very, very upset at you. If you don't change, if you don't start listening to my trainings instead of doing your own, you're gonna lose everything. I'm the only one who has the answers. It's me. Stop trying to be your own boss and let me control your life and tell you what to do with your time.
Do you think I just made her a stronger leader or a weaker leader?
I think you just like
Because she said,
took a shit on top of her head and then curb stomped her into the ground. I think that's what you just did. It wasn't very nice. Tough love. No, you're being a dick. And you're putting yourself on a much higher pedestal than you need to be on.
you're right. I got to change it, and I got to change it now. Just like Lisa told us, she put it on that time frame on it herself. So some of those conversations we have to have, and here's what I'm telling you, if I wouldn't have had that conversation with her, if I would not have communicated effectively to her what the future looked like for her, she'd be out.
Would you say that that's, I mean, I guess fear-mongering people into losing their business, sure, I guess that's effective because fear is an effective tactic to getting what you want out of people, sure.
She'd be gone because it was already going this way. So you have to step in and help them develop those leadership skills to then step it up. So many of us fall into that.
The madder she
mode,
gets,
you guys.
the more her
The
extensions
effectiveness of that
show.
communication is going to make or break you, and the fact that if you're not communicating, if
This
you're
bitch
not
is so
building
full of
leaders,
herself, I
You're not
can't.
going to find your 1, 2, 3, 4 that will what? Set you free.
Just recruit enough
4
people.
people in the world.
Wait, she said she only has 2 leaders on her team, so is she not free either? At this point, she's telling people what to do, but she said she only has 2 leaders on her team. And now she's like, you need 4. Okay, so practice what you preach and then get back to us then. Jeez.
Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You heard Adina say, like, my passion is just giving everybody a chance. My passion is saying, I don't care what your background is. I don't care what you came from. I don't care who you were even yesterday. I want to show you who you can become today.
But you're not even becoming the things that you say that you are. LaSalle's story, she just activated bully mode. Right. Like, it seems like she's being overly harsh to people who come to her for advice just for the sake of, like, having power over them. It's pretty messed up.
And that comes from, I started this business pregnant, out of a job, needing to earn $1,000 a month
Oh, okay, great job. So you were preyed on and you gave into it. Great job.
so that I could stay home with my kids. Well, it was my first child, so kids now. I started there. And because someone showed me an opportunity, because someone told me, hey, you can come into this and I'll teach you how to be a leader, it turned it into earning over $10 million in this industry.
Over the course of how long? Like, well, I mean, even then, even if it's just 10 years, like $1 million a year, that's pretty good. That's hella good. And also, though, if she did that and allegedly had 600,000 people in her downline or in her organization or whatever, $10 million seems, sure, that's about right. But, like, do not sit here and try to make people believe that they can also recruit 600,000 people. Like, there's not enough people in the world to do that. Woo!
So my passion
J-Rob,
comes from
exactly. Yep.
absolutely communicating the fact
She's
that
a fangirl, we all know it.
can do it, that you're worthy of it. And I want to show you the vision, because without the vision, and here's the thing, what you do and how you show up is how you create the inspiration inside other people, because they don't know what they don't know, and you have to show them. So you have to show them, hey, with just getting on and letting me do some of these overviews for you, just getting on some of these leadership calls, letting me help you work your way through some of these conversations.
Are you helping people or are you fear-mongering people? I'd like to know. I think you're just being a fear-mongering bully.
You can be set free. Social media is a great thing and a real bad thing, right? Sometimes you're like, it's a double-edged sword. But one thing that I love is when I go on vacation with my family, that's my personal passion, is vacation and memories with my family.
Who doesn't have that as a passion? I hate it when it's so cliche, just like, I love to travel. Okay. So I guess most people probably do. I don't know. I mean, maybe it stresses people out and they don't want to. Like, I get that. But also, like, you and like at least half of the world's population. Like, didn't the last lady just go off and be like, "You're so unique"? Okay, this lady isn't very unique. Pardon the pun, because she was originally with Unique, apparently. But, yeah, oh, you're so unique. You like to travel? Oh, wow, what a cool hobby that no one else has.
My kids are 8 and 10, and so taking them around the world, I mean, they don't really understand the impact. They will one day, I hope. But I love doing that, and I'll post in my stories or whatever on social. And my favorite thing is I get people who are like, that's goals. Those are my family goals.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's almost like when you present a life of having $10 million and you can use that money to go to exotic places and show how fun your life is. Shocking that some people are like, oh, I want that. I want that. Goals. Hashtag goals. Yeah. That's not surprising.
So by showing up in that way, I'm inspiring them with vision. And I say, hey, if you keep showing up like you are.
Dude, Sean, you're right. Remember that time you took us to Myrtle Beach and you had to have 6 conference calls from the hotel room because your downline was struggling this quarter? Exactly. What your idea of vacationing with your family, like, is it really a vacation or are you working, dude? Like, I guarantee she's working the entire time. Time freedom who? So you haven't earned your time freedom yet? You haven't gotten those 4 leaders in your downline, you only have 2? Don't sit here and tell other people what to do if you can't even do it yourself. Like, god damn.
Or if they're not, I say, hey, well then if you want this, you got to change what you're doing today, right? I'm very real with them. I communicate, hey, I can show you how to get it. You have to communicate to them too. You have to say, hey, look what I've done. You have to be bold enough to stand up and say, hey, look what I've earned through this industry. Look what's possible for you if you do the things that I tell you to do, because that's the thing, the missing piece to a lot of people's puzzle is simply the action. We all know how to talk to people. I told you yesterday, online and in person, it's like if you saw a friend at a grocery store, I'm not gonna walk up to you and just, bleh. I'm gonna say, hey, oh my gosh, how you been, right? We're gonna have a conversation.
What was that? She's like, if I see my friend in the grocery store, I'm not gonna just like show up and throw up on them. I'm not just gonna, bleh. I don't think anyone's expecting you to. Actually, if you do that, that's pretty strange. Please do not go up to somebody that you know. You see them in person, out in public. Don't go up to them and throw up on them. That's very unusual. She's like, I'm not just gonna go up and bleh. I'm gonna be like, hi, how are you? Yeah, that's like the normal response that anyone would expect out of that situation. Yeah. Oh my god. And now is she gonna suggest that, like, if you see someone you know in public just minding their own business going grocery shopping, to go up to them and try to sell them your MLM? Is that what she's saying? Because that's fucked up.
Some people overcomplicate that, so you have to bring it back to the basics for them, but say, hey, if you go and do this, it's not going to be hard, but it's real simple. We need 4.
You don't even have 4. You said you have 2. And also, like, okay, so you're gonna imagine you're just minding your own business, you're at the grocery store, you're buying your fruit roll-ups and ketchup. I don't know, whatever people buy at grocery stores, And someone you haven't seen since high school comes up to you and is like, hey, how you been? I'm in MLM. I'm in network marketing. And hey, no, don't walk away. Come back here. Please. Let me pitch you my shit. Come back here. You know you only need to recruit 4 people, right? Well, obviously she's recruited more than 4, but she said only 2 of them are leaders. You only need 4 people to get you to the top. That's not how that works. And also, to find 4 other people to have in your downline, oh my god, you're gonna have to recruit, like, okay, so if you're gonna have 4 people in your downline who are actually, like, also recruiting people and building their business and therefore building your business, you're gonna have to recruit a lot more than 4 people to find just 4 that will actually do that. Because, like, statistically, most of them will not. You're probably gonna have to recruit by yourself to your own level 1, probably hundreds of people, to be able to find 4 people who are going to be able to also recruit other people. So, alright, but don't, just, like she said earlier, just lie. Just lie.
3, 2, depending on your comp plan, people. It's all we're looking
Wait,
for.
2?
And whether it
Is
takes
it 2
us
or 4?
2 years or 20 years, it's the vision of the freedom that you want. You have to communicate it. I used to be a really, really uncomfortable telling people what I earned. Anyone else get a little uncomfortable? You make a lot of money, you're like, I don't want to make you feel inferior, right?
Okay, but so, like, have you changed that now? Like, now you're totally okay with bragging about how much money you make? Also, for the most part, like, a lot of MLMs say that you can't go around and tell people that. I'm pretty sure, like, Monat is one of them. Like, Monat's one of those companies that I'm pretty sure, like, you're just not allowed to talk about how much money you make. Not publicly, anyway. Some of them are okay with that, but then, like, you gotta make sure that, like, if the FTC comes a-knockin', that you have to be able to prove that what you're saying is true, that you're not making false income claims. And is it unusual that the FTC will hear you making income claims and come asking for receipts? Yeah, it's pretty unusual. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. We've seen it happen. They sent, like, during COVID, they sent a bunch of warning letters out to companies who then had to go and, like, talk to all their individual distributors and be like, you can't be saying this shit. Whether it's true or not, just, like, don't be saying it. There's a lot of pressure for people to, like, not say the wrong thing out of fear that their company is going to get shut down, you know? So, like, yeah, I think it's actually pretty justified that people are uncomfortable with, like, talking about how much they make. And all, well, in MLMs anyway. But then also, they're, like, a lot of them are lying about it. But also, like, it's just kind of a dick move. Like, if you make a bunch of money, to, like, go up to people you see in a, like, that you know personally, see them in the grocery store and be like, guess what? I make $10,000 every month. They're like, cool, I need to go to the bread aisle. Bye. Please don't follow me. Like, it's rude. It's rude. Who used to get, uncomfortable talking about that stuff? Most people, because it is just a rude thing to do. To, like, rub your income in other people's faces. Yeah. Pretty rude.
It's like, ooh, it's a little awkward. Sometimes people grow up with the, like, that money stigma, like, we're not supposed to talk about money. I'm taking what she said.
Like, legally you shouldn't in MLM.
It's
because, like, then the FTC is gonna come knocking on your door.
For them. Your enthusiasm about what you do is going to create the action. You have to be completely unshakable in all circumstances. You have to be unshakable in your products. You have to be unshakable in your confidence in what you do and what you have. You have to be unshakable with the corporate staff that you work with. It's a partnership. It's not a one-sided thing. You have to be unshakable when the back office goes out, when the products go out, when the top leader leaves. You have to be so steadfast in what you do and so dead set on your vision that come hell or high water, I'm getting it.
It's funny that, like, I love to hear them using very specific examples like this because they're just admitting all the shit that we always say, like, happens in MLMs, the instability, essentially. And she's just like, yeah, all these things happen. But like if you ask them, like if they watch an anti-MLM video and someone says like, oh yeah, top leaders are leaving and this is, and they're like, no, that's not true. We're doing great. And every time you haters talk about us, we just get a boost in business. It's like, no, she's sitting here making these very specific examples because these are things that actually happen quite often. Han Bjornson, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. That's very, very kind of you. More Pop-Tarts in the chat. Yeah, yeah, woo! Great job. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's very kind.
Because if you're not one, you're not a leader, and two, you will never get there. You will never get there. And I want to be the voice in your head when those things arise, because here's the thing, negative thoughts still creep in even to my mind.
Yep.
But I want to be the voice in your head that when it does, you have to go, Bree said unshakable. Say unshakable. Unshakable. Someone's in your inbox. Hey, I got the newest thing. It's hot. We're making millionaires overnight. Unshakable. No, I actually had it. It was a good friend. It wasn't even.
Okay, but you've
it
left
wasn't a random. But she said, hey, Bree, I do have my hands on something.
a lot of the people who joined Tranont, and the reason that Tranont kind of took off as fast as it did was because, like, well, like, for example, when Boo shut down, most of their distributors joined Tranont. It's really weird. Yeah, it was all hype. Like, the reason it got all big because all of a sudden it had a bunch of hype. So, like, I don't know this woman's story, but, like, she was in Unique first, and now she's in Tranont. So, clearly, she was probably offered a bridge contract, let's be honest. Tranont, I think, was one of the companies that was, like, actively doing that a lot. So, are you unshakable, or is it the right amount of money can shake you out of your leadership position in Unique and into Tranont? You will never get there. Unless, if the price is right, you can disregard everything I say. Like, what happened there? Because it sounds to me like you're not following your own advice. Like, you were clearly shakeable.
The good I really want to show you. And I said, no, I love you so much, but I know what I've got my hands on. I know the lives that I'm changing. And I want you guys to understand, I have built 2 multi-million-dollar businesses, but they were very different. In one, I was it. It was me. And if I want anything done, it was me. And I tried to help so many people, but it was, I'm trying. The one shift that I made in this business is that I started teaching people how to become a leader, how to step up into a leadership role, how to empower them to come on. I want to make sure I get to this one. How to come on and do weekly leadership Zooms.
Okay, but you literally said that, like, she's like, if I have someone who's, like, not coming to my leadership Zooms but trying to do their own, then that's clearly why they're not successful, because they're not coming to mine. So, okay, so that's just less time freedom then. Not only do they have to do their own leadership Zooms, they have to also come to you. They have to also watch yours. Daily check-ins, like, where is the time freedom in any of this? Team power hours, that's when you sit around and you get everyone on your team on a Zoom and you all just, like, cold message a bunch of people. Create and implement systems. Like, that's a lot of work. There's no time freedom in this. What are you talking about? And it's like, do you want people doing all this, or do you want people, like, she literally just got done saying that, like, if you're not, like, up my butt consuming all of my content, then that's clearly why you aren't making it. But, like, where are you going to find the time to do all the things that you're saying, and then also these take-home tasks? Huh? And yeah, daily check-ins. Imagine breathing down your downline's neck like that every single day. Like, when I was in Lime Life, we had, like, monthly check-ins. And my upline would call all, like, 10 or 15 of us, or how many she had, and just, like, check in, see what are your goals this month, what do you blah blah blah, daily. And, like, hey ma'am, if you have a team of hundreds of thousands of people like you say you do, how are you checking in with them daily? How?
I'm not doing them every time. I'm there. But I'm empowering other people to lead them. I do them on Monday, so I'll be flying home tomorrow. So what do you think I've done? I've asked someone to step up into that position. And then I tell all the other leaders, I want you to show up for her. I communicated that to them.
You show up for her so I can show up at Eric Worre's house. You show up You do all the work for me so I can go talk on this stage. Dude, she looks pissed. Like, she's got the worst resting bitch face. She's got a bad resting bitch face. I would hate to piss her off. I would hate to have her as my upline, because imagine her looking at you with that face. Wow.
Okay?
Exactly,
Daily
Gabby.
check-ins. Hey, I'm here. What do you need from me? Don't get stuck here. You still have to work your business. If your funnel dries up, you're in trouble. Team power hours. Oh, you guys got to adopt this if you're not doing it. This is where the leaders rise, and they do it so scared. I have some, I'll kind of give you two little different scenarios. Some leaders, they're like, yes, please, me, I will do it. I'll come in and run a power hour. It's just a DMO for an hour, okay? Whatever your system is, your daily method of operation, if they need scripts or whatever, people could show up on the Zoom, they can work together, they're not alone, they're communicating. And so I have some leaders that are like, yes, let's do it, let's do it. And then I have other ones that are like, I mean, I want to be a leader, but like, maybe not now, you know?
Yeah, because like the way to be successful in a network marketing business, like you have to be okay with being uncomfortable, like in the way where it's like, what she's referring to right now is like a power hour is like literally when you go and you get on the Zoom together. She said your DMO, daily method of operations, or whatever she called it. You have to go and do all those things, aka cold messaging people, trying to recruit people, following up on product orders, do all these things that make you uncomfortable, try to get sales out of people. Like, that's, yeah. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to do that. It makes me uncomfortable. And that's why most people can't be successful in network marketing, because, yeah, it is uncomfortable. Making sales and making pitches for recruitment, it's pretty uncomfortable because most people are going to say no. Most people don't want to be bothered with stuff like this. No wonder. And that's usually when people quit. They're like, oh, okay, well, so the next step for me is to adopt all these things that make me uncomfortable. My brain's throwing up red flags here, and I don't want to do that. So if you can get past that and be absolutely okay with pestering people all the time, getting told no over and over again, like, those are just... And then also, of course, like, making all of your money off of the backs of other people, like, pretty shitty, yeah. So if you're okay with that, then yeah, you can be successful in network marketing. Most people can't be. See, they don't have what it takes, yeah, I guess, because they're probably, like, at least decent, empathetic human beings.
They're like, I have all these ambitions, and then they kind of chicken out. Those ones I say, it's fine, let's do it together first. I'll walk you through it. I'll even write out what you're going to tell the people to do. I'm not afraid to do the work. You got to do the work, okay?
Your brain is
team
throwing
power
up.
hours.
Yes.
We do them literally Monday through Friday, like 2 to 3 times a day.
Where's the time freedom? You do power hours 3 times a day? Every single day? Monday through Friday? How many hours a week is that? 15? If you do it 3 times a day, 5 days a week, 15 hours just cold messaging people and following up with people who you manipulated into buying a overpriced product? Like, all right, yeah, that sounds like a fun job.
Show up. Implement your
and getting your
systems,
IG and
launching
TikTok
onboarding.
accounts banned. Yep.
I'm going to tell you one of the biggest changes in our team and how we've developed leaders who are moving into 6 and 7 figures is because they're doing the personal touch. Anyone that comes on board, they're sending a message, hey, I'm one of your uplines. Even if they didn't sponsor them, I'd love to onboard you. I'd love to get to meet you. I want to know your goals, your dreams.
So just assume automatically that their direct upline is incapable of helping them. That's kind of a dick move. To be like, imagine you're someone's upline and they just recruited someone and you just swoop in and you're like, hi, I'm going to onboard you. It's like, at that point, you would probably be thankful to have like all that help or whatever from your upline so that you don't have to do all that important, like shitty red flaggy stuff yourself. I just feel like that's really shitty. She's just actively admitting like, great job recruiting somebody. You are incapable of making this person a success story, though. Let me do it. I guess you benefit off of it because they're your direct downline. You just have your upline training them instead of you. I don't know.
Aspirations, and I want to help you achieve them. 100% out of 100%, we're getting people on the phone. We're getting them launched,
Calling people?
utilizing social media, and changing people's lives.
Yeah, by
I
bankrupting
want you to
them.
know, some of you are still just playing like a leader. You're not holding anyone else accountable. You're entitled to your freedom. You're leaning on your system.
Aren't you entitled to your freedom? Like, welcome to America, dude. Isn't that what all these people are always preaching about, is how much freedom we have? Come on.
And you're not showing up. I'm going to challenge you here today to change it. I'm going to challenge every one of you at home who are like, but I don't know if I'm a leader yet. Do what my friend Chris did and said, today I'm deciding that even though I'm not there yet, that's the way I'm going to show up. Do I have your commitment? You guys, my name is Bree Richardson. I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for giving me your time and your attention. And I can't wait to watch you soar.
All right, great, good job. Well, hey, oh shit, perfect timing. I think my husband's home. Oh look, here comes Eric. Well, we'll have to save him for next time. Cause yeah, my husband's home. We've been going for almost 3 hours, and I think DC's still live. Hey, Jacob, shut up. I'm live streaming! Shut up! We'll cut this short here. Oh my god. Noodle does this little... he gets all excited every time my husband comes home. He starts going, ah! Ah! like screaming. Anyway, yeah. We've been going for long enough. I think we'll end it here, but wow. Fun day. Fun day, guys. Tomorrow I'm planning on going live again. It should be that oil show. We'll learn all about oils with kids and babies. That's right. They have it scheduled as a premiere for tonight so that tomorrow we'll be able to watch it. And the thumbnail says the topic is babies and kids. So don't miss it. We're all going to be infuriated together. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Love that. Anyway, yeah. The undercut. Oh, I didn't realize you guys could see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I have to. Well, first of all, it's like really, really great for the hot Phoenix summers. But also, like, my trichotillomania kind of like, I get like the tingles to pull back here if I don't shave it. So even when I do shave it, I get the little tingles. But like, I know people without trichotillomania don't know what I'm talking about. But like, I can't do anything if it's short hair. So, you know, a parrot lizard. Ooh, that sounds like a fun dinosaur. Anyway, yeah, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for being here and for being you. And we'll come back and check out what Eric Worre has to say at a later date. I have this to this stream to redirect to DC. So stick around. I'm sure she's got some interesting stuff going on. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.